Hello, welcome back to SARS Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel because everybody is tuned in nice and early. Because everybody is watching on the replay, make sure to smash the like button, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Big ups to everybody is tuned in right now. We are here for another episode of the Koora Pod, episode 67. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a mad one. It's gonna be a mad one. Obviously, I'm joined by man like a man like T and man like Sami in the building. A couple frauds are late, as per usual. And one of them is in the backstage right now, and he has arrived. He's back from holiday, people. Big up souls. And Ashraf has decided to join us as well. So both frauds, shut up, man. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear it. Both frauds were late. Yeah, even though a certain man grilled me and has the audacity, by the way, to come here late. Has the
listen,
audacity
why if another man grilling you? But besides, what's them headsets saying though? Why you got the speaker thing on your mouth like an Uber driver or something?
Bro, I knew that you were gonna say something, bro. But listen,
brother, you look like you work in customer service.
Yeah, brother. Listen, man. It's game, bro.
You're just missing the Indian accent.
Yeah.
Mind games.
I didn't say that, by the way. I didn't say that.
Not on mind games. Anyway, listen. we're gonna get into, like, I don't know why Indian people catch strays. Big up Indian people, bro.
I'm mad.
But anyway,
yeah, looks like a mess. I agree, bro. He looks like a shambles.
Bro, shut up, man. Shut up. How about that? I actually did this for jokes. Do you know what I mean?
No, now we can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you, idiot.
Can I just disconnect that because I don't need that?
Yeah. Put that back on. Put it back on.
This mic is 10 times worse, bro.
Way worse.
So I'll just mash up my whole thing.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in a toaster. You know what I'm saying?
Can you guys see me and hear me?
Yeah,
No,
we can see you.
Yeah.
We can see you and hear you, but we shouldn't be hearing you like this, though. We should be hearing you a lot clearer.
No, I think it's better now. No?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
it's
good.
good.
It's good.
So why can't I hear you guys now? All right, so I just messed up my whole thing. You know,
Okay.
one of them ones where I messed up my whole thing, which is insane, by the way. But anyway, you guys can hear me. We're going to be speaking about Kai Havertz and his amazing return to the club, yeah? Big up to Kai Havertz, bro. It might be Kairat Almaty.
Is that on News of the Week?
I'm with him. I don't know what you're saying, Souls, but relax. Let me just land my thing.
He just said, fuck it. I don't want to hear you guys.
Obviously, wallahi, I can't even hear nothing. Wallahi, I can't even hear.
Shut up then. Why are you continuing, idiot?
You look run the stream. Let me come back out.
T, take over. Take over.
I've never seen a guy whose mic is messed up and he can't hear us and he continues with the stream.
Okay, guys, what Saad was trying to say is we played against Kairat Almaty and had a great first half. You know what I'm saying? And Havertz did perform, but at the end of the day, guys, it's Kairat Almaty, and let's just chill. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say personally. But obviously, Saad was going to get giddy about it. And I do understand it because Havertz at the first half, he was making those line-breaking passes that we've been missing from Ødegaard. You know what I'm saying? Because that first and second half was night and day, bro. That was night and day. First half attacking, line-breaking passes. Yo, big up. First half, amazing football. You know what I'm saying? Some good attacking football. Bro, this could have been 5-6-0 if we took our chances, you know what I'm saying? Like Gyökeres, for example, and other players. But at the end of the day, the build-up play, that's what we've been missing. You know what I'm saying? And in the first half, we did that. Great. But then Ødegaard came on, and it all changed. You know what I'm saying? And I was purposefully focusing on Ødegaard to see how he would play against Kairat Almaty. You know what I'm saying? And he would just drop deep, walk towards the other side and pass the ball to the player next to him, you know what I'm saying? Which is mostly the CDM at that point. So we need to have a conversation, an honest conversation as a group, in my opinion, about Ødegaard and his passiveness, and because I don't believe in Havertz in the midfield. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a bigger example of it not working than we're actually working. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm keeping my powder dry, because of the fact that it's Kairat Almaty at the end of the day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But to see Ødegaard still play that passive and preserve, passing the ball to the CDM, just walking towards the other side, not searching for passes. And if he does search for passes, because guys, this is not only a conservative thing, this is also a thing where when he goes forward, he overhits the pass. He just gives like those weird chip through balls, which is very
Scoop ball.
yeah, those scoop passes, you know what I'm saying? Very awkward to handle. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And obviously, other players like Madueke were also very garbage. Ashraf, I know you are going to speak about that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, we need to have a conversation. We need to have an honest conversation as a group, because we want to win the league. All 5 of us here want to win the league at the end of this year. Yeah. So let's have an honest conversation about Ødegaard and why he is playing like this. And if it's a actual system issue, or if it's a Ødegaard issue as well.
I think we got.
It's a question for you guys.
I think we got two. The thing is, yeah, we got people. One person saying one thing and one person saying another thing. Because you got, I don't know what Ash is doing. Ash, you're right, bro.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just. I have a bit of a delay in my camera, so I'm just trying to fix it. It's fine.
No, your camera's fine. Oh yeah. Yeah. Listen, I think it's a bit of a mad one, to be honest, because you got one person saying one thing and Arteta saying, like, obviously he's not asking him to do this, he's not asking him to do that. Yeah. But then you've got sorry.
Such a liar, bro. He's such a liar. Yeah, he's a liar, bro. But go on, continue.
I don't know what to believe, because Arteta's saying that he's not asking Ødegaard to do that, but then we've got other players that are coming out saying the gaffer asks us to we must go back and we have to defend it. We have to make sure we're prioritizing our defensive.
Saka in particular. Saka, because remember when he said I wanted to play differently, but I got different instructions. These were his words.
That's who we're talking about. We're talking about Saka, because like I can't believe that about Ødegaard. Now Ødegaard, his form as a whole, yes, it's not the best at the moment. And from what I've seen, I think Havertz, I don't care if it's Kairat Almaty, I don't care if you put 11 of me on the pitch and then decided to get them to play against Arsenal and then he done all of that. I don't care, bro, because the reality is these men are still professional players. And the way that he was finding players, the way that he was on the front foot, a presence about him. Havertz has got a presence about him, like whether it be like strength-wise, he's able to hold certain people off, he's able to rattle the players. Do you know what I mean? He's a good player to have away from home, behind your striker, trying to create chances. He created the most chances I've seen created for Gyökeres in one half, bro. All season that Gyökeres has had. Gyökeres was having chance after chance after chance. He was like, bro, I'm not used to this. So I think this needs to happen. He needs to start that game against Leeds. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. We're probably gonna come up against a low block. Yeah, we are probably gonna come up against a low block. Who knows how Leeds is gonna play? Maybe they might play a little bit open, and that might work in our favor. But the reality is, most probably they're gonna play in a low block. So I suggest we go by the man who has played himself into form and played himself into the starting 11 and played himself into a starting position in that team. I'm sorry, but in my eyes right now, I think that he's earned himself a starting spot in that 10 to at least try him out, because that was crazy. I don't care if people are saying it's Kairat Almaty. I don't care if they're saying that team is shit. I don't care, because I've seen something there that I've not seen Eze and Ødegaard do, that he's done in one half, bro. It's insane, bro. So listen, if he does it again against Leeds and balls out, I need my flowers next Friday.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna put a disclaimer here now before I get started.
Here we go.
If you guys want someone to come onto this channel and agree with all 4 of you, and you're only going to be happy if people agree with you guys, then there's no point having a channel and having a debate. So fundamentally, I'm going to come on in and give my opinions, which may be the complete opposite to all four of you. Let's refrain from going too emotional, too deep, too insulting.
Why do you assume we're all in the same boat, Souls?
No, because I watched the show, so I've been listening. Obviously, I wasn't on the show. I watched the last show that was on Koora Pod, and I listened to you guys' opinions. I disagree with what a lot of you are saying, and I have my own opinions. I'm allowed to have them. But I'm just giving you a disclaimer. I'm not here to agree with everyone, just to make sure everyone's happy. In football, we're allowed to have different opinions. But anyway, I just think we need to have some players need to have a strong, hard look at themselves, right? I agree with TK that Odegaard's form needs to be looked at heavily, because when Odegaard is good, he's very good. Like from the first 2 or 3 games when he came back from injury, and everyone was saying, "Oh my God, he's back," which at the time he was playing really well, and then he dropped off in form, right? But over the last 3 games, in my opinion, take away Koora, but the last 3 Premier League games, I genuinely think a lot of players have been underperforming, right? And they've been underperforming. Now, the reasoning behind that could be a system issue, could be tiredness, could be fatigue, could be just player performances dropping. There's multiple sort of factors as to why players are not playing the best at the moment. But look, obviously, I know we're going to get into the league form and everything later. I just want to stick on the topic that Sad brought up, which is the Koora game. Yeah, man, look, we won 3-2. Like really and truly, I couldn't give a shit about the game.
Whoa. That's not even the topic. No one cares about Koora game.
No, we're talking about the performances of the Koora. You spoke about Havertz. But you've referenced his game against Koora to say why you think he should start against Leeds. So shut up. Let me finish.
Why you talk about the overall result? No one cares about the overall result.
It was 3-2. Koora, look, it was a whatever you want game, to be honest. I couldn't give a shit about who performed, who didn't perform. They're a shocking team, right? So it doesn't really prove any. It doesn't really prove anything to me, because when it comes to the league performances, that's what matters. Havertz, yes, had a decent cameo, created some chances. Whether you want to start him against Leeds or not, it's up to you. You could start him not because he played well against Koora, because Odegaard's been shit as well. So really and truly, you can start who you like. Eze's been shit. Odegaard's been shit. Try Havertz in a 10, see what happens. Why not? But really and truly, the Koora game was what it was. There was some decent performances. I think. I think obviously. Is it weird to say that even though we won 3-2, I don't really think any of our players had really good performances. Like I really just think it was just an average performance from the team in general. Like I don't think it was. Like Eze was.
I think Souls is a 2 halves. You know, the game was 2 halves. In my opinion, I don't know. First half we looked different than the second half, and maybe that's why we're having that kind of.
Yeah, but in my opinion,
I would say
but in my opinion, Eze wasn't very good, right? Odegaard wasn't very good, right? Gyökeres wasn't very good. Outside of his goals, he missed a lot of chances. I don't think he played well overall in the 90s.
It's true.
His whole overall performance. Madueke had good.
But Norgard, for example, played well. Norgard played well. Skelly played well. You know? Yeah,
but I think a lot of our big players that I expected to have good performances didn't. Like obviously, Madueke had a good dribble. He was tearing them up in the first half in terms of getting past players, but his end product again was shocking, just like it always is. Then on the left hand side, obviously Martinelli played okay for the opponent that he was facing. In my opinion, that Koora game doesn't solve the bigger issue, which is that a lot of these we're not creating enough chances. We're not creating enough chances. Sorry, because we are. We're not. No, but
we were with Havertz on the pitch. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we was, but I can't rely on Havertz to do that in a Premier League game. We're gonna try it because we have.
How do you know? How do you know though?
Because we've seen because I've seen enough of Havertz.
But hold on, when Havertz was playing, what were we complaining about? He is the most unclinical player. He does not against in certain games like the Man United game, this and that. Whenever he gets a chance, he doesn't bury it. But there was no problem with him linking up with players and creating chances.
Yeah, I know, but
now that we have a gunman in Gyökeres, no matter what. Okay, maybe gunman is a bit over the top, but I know him as a gunman from his days in Portugal. So
he's shooting blanks.
Regardless, Regardless, just leave it as a passing comment. Now that we've got a gunman, up top, bro, he's a perfect player to have behind him. Somebody who's going to be on a half, somebody who's going to put the ball through to him, going to give him an abundance of chances, give him chances on goal. Like, bro, that game, I know people are saying it's just Karat Almaty, calm down, Saad, this, that. Bro, the fact that he was able to find so much space, this is what we've been looking for.
But they're shocking opponent, bro. They're shocking.
No, but I'm talking about the fact that he was supposed to able to find space. Odegaard wasn't. Eze wasn't. Odegaard and Eze were absolutely they were bang average in that game.
They were bad. Eze was what?
So they were bang average.
Eze was non-existent. I didn't even see him. I genuinely.
And Havertz was cooking, bro. So I'm sorry, but there needs to be a conversation for what is going on.
I agree, because look,
maybe this Eze guy does need to play on the left.
Maybe, but he was Havertz was strong. Havertz was strong. He was using his body well, and he was linking up play very well, and he was using his head very well, and he scored he scored a decent goal as well. And look, and I agree with what Saad said. Havertz's biggest strengths when he was good at Arsenal, when he was playing for Arsenal before we signed Gyökeres, was that he could link up play. He was very strong. He is an off-the-ball machine when it comes to hard work. But our biggest problem with Havertz was that when he got the chances, he wasn't scoring them. So maybe your tactic of dropping him to the 10 and keeping your careers up front is decent going forward. But the issue I have is we shouldn't be in this position where we have to do that, because we've got Eze, who we spent 50-60 million pound on, and we've got Odegaard there, who are meant to be two very good 10s in the league, two of the better 10s in the league, and none of them are performing. And no matter what you say, that's a bigger problem. But anyway, I'll let TK and
I just want to say this quickly. I think Eze.
I agree, bro. Not much to say. I just want to say. I agree. Most of the players were shit. My bad, son. I interrupted you, but
no.
I'm gonna keep it very short. I agree. The players played shit. Gyökeres played shit. Eze, Odegaard played shit, and I do believe that it's not a. I mean, it's like the same issue at Liverpool almost. You cannot blame all of the players. You can just look at one guy and look at what he asks them to do at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And for us, if the new signings are not performing, if the current players are not performing, then there is a common denominator, which is the coach at the end of the day. And I'm not asking for his head in the middle of the season, because we need to go for this league at the end of the day. But he just needs... The fact that he lied in the press conference about him not telling Odegaard to drop deep is just almost feels like to me that he's not taking responsibility of what happened with this attack. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe that this guy, I do believe that he thinks that he is right most of the time, if not every time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So by not accepting the fact that our attack looks poor because you ask most of the players to drop deep, you know what I'm saying? That's why you want a false 9, because you even want your 9 to drop deep. You know what I'm saying? You're one of those guys, you know? So Souls is correct. There are some people that need to take a hard look at themselves after this game, but the number one guy that needs to do that is the manager, bro. Because
I agree.
You cannot tell me that Odegaard went from a number 10 that scored one of the most goals that a number 10 scored in one Premier League season, you know what I'm saying, to this guy that plays almost like Zubimendi. You know what I'm saying? You are playing Zubimendi's position. You are doing what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? That's my issue with Odegaard. And I do believe that it comes from the manager. I do not believe that Odegaard lost suddenly all of his skills and turned into a CDM. I do not believe that. I don't.
Yeah. Look, obviously, I need to let Ashraf and Sammy go. So I'll let Ashraf and Sammy go, because I want to give my thoughts on this because I do want to give my thoughts on this. Our last 3 Premier League games, our form, the reason behind our form, and why I think it's some of it.
Before you guys do that, just bring up the super chat. Bring up the super chat.
Bro, who is this? Ashraf.
It's someone named T-Wiz. T-Wiz, listen, I have to say this. I do apologize. I think I did cross the line last time, even though you started it. But
what do you mean you crossed? What do you mean you crossed the line?
I don't want to repeat it again. So I apologize for last time. I
Ashraf
thought
the
about it
Dud.
and-
Ashraf the Dud. Tell us what you said, please.
One second, bro. No, don't.
Relax, souls. Relax,
Because-
relax.
Because I that's not my style to person. Like I should make jokes about you, but I think I took it a bit too far. So I
Actually,
apologize.
it is now. Exactly.
But keep the super chats coming and keep the insults on me coming, because that's thank you for supporting the channel.
Nah,
Yeah, you can only insult him if it's a super chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mind games. You're not gonna move like Hassan when you got paid like 4 bills and it's like slamming each other on the super chat.
You know what we need? We need a waffle cell like like Staffy's show, where you can pay like a few pounds and then someone goes to the cell for like 5 minutes or something.
No,
Big
but
up
listen.
Staffy, bro, that's
Speaking of obviously Ash and Sammy, Ash, what are your thoughts on this whole thing? And obviously Sammy, we'll get to you as well, bro. But what your loss is. Sorry, Ashraf, I apologize, bro. I love you too. I don't know what happened, bro, but big up to Ashraf. I don't even know who
Big
that
up
is.
T-Wiz.
This is
It's T-Wiz. His name is T-Wiz, bro.
got
He
T-Wiz.
changed it after
Anyway.
we went back and forth last time.
Yep. Yalla. Anyway, let's what's your thoughts on this whole thing? Because it's obviously come out, Ash, where he said that he doesn't ask Odegaard to do this. Obviously,
I mean, if we're being very specific, he doesn't ask him to do that. He says the player has the tendency to do that, and for me, I like going the opposite way. Now, I agree with T. Like him saying, I love going the opposite way. I find that very unbelievable, because you know what they say, like your actions speak louder than your words, and your actions don't seem like you like going the opposite way. Because look, it's one of two things. There's no third option. Option one is you are actually telling the players to attack more and to go the opposite way more and to have more urgency and to press higher up and win the ball higher up and all that stuff. But they're just not listening to you, right? So you don't have that kind of authority anymore. Or you are not emphasizing the attacking part of the game enough. And that's why they're not doing it enough. And I think it is the second part, because I do think the players respect him. I do think the players follow his command. I mean, I gave the example a million times of Saka speaking after the Champions League game last season, talking about the manager's instructions to come back and defend and all that stuff. So I think it's a clear style that we've seen from him. We know he can play proper attacking football, because we saw it in the 22-23 season when we were just freaking like playing at a mad level. And I think for whatever reason, then he's got scarred and started playing a lot more conservative. In my opinion, we are guaranteed to win this league if he attacks a lot more. If he plays the way we played in the 22-23 season, we run at teams faster, we press higher up, we move the ball a lot quicker, we try to score more counterattacks versus slowing the game down and just letting teams have enough time to get back in shape. I think we walk this league then, because A, I don't think there's any proper challengers, and B, I just feel we are like head and shoulders above everyone else in terms of the quality of our squad and the quality of our depth. So yeah, there's been like Mo and I think Terry as well in the Football Terrace and all have been showing these stats. Like they were showing some sort of graph. They're like, this is from Opta. Look, Arsenal have the lowest. Arsenal played the highest line, or they faced the lowest blocks or something like that. I can't remember. And I went and researched and I couldn't find that chart anywhere reliable. And I found it on Reddit 3 months ago. Someone made this chart on Reddit. And I think these guys have been spreading it everywhere in the Football Terrace and most channel and stuff like, oh, this is from Opta. It doesn't even say Opta anywhere. Today, Sky Sports, or not today, yesterday, Sky Sports released actual stats, which I shared on the other group. So I'm just going to share them here, actually. One sec. Let me bring this up.
You're gonna share screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna share screen. You need to allow me to share screen.
Also, you're getting cooked in the chat, but we'll bring that chat up.
I can't wait. Man.
Bring that chat up because you're actually getting big up to the moon and beyond. Big up.
Yeah, but
everyone who tries to cook me gets cooked badly.
They're cooking Ash because he keeps using data all the time. It's jarring, man. Let's just talk about what you see from your eyes.
No.
Wait. I did speak from what I saw from my eyes, and Mo tried to debunk it with fake data. He tried to debunk it, but when I said we play slow, we don't press enough, he said, no, look at this chart. This chart actually says teams play the lowest block against you versus any other team, and this is why, because they're scared of you. And I'm like, but that's not what we're seeing. We are moving the ball slow as well. Anyway, so wait, let me share.
Also, Morris, I'm going to get to your comments, bro, because
but I agree with Morris. Though.
No, hold on, we're going to get to it because that's mad. No, I completely disagree with Morris.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
I can't
because
wait to read Morris's comment.
That's mad. That's completely absurd.
Yeah,
Come on,
you don't understand. But you don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, that's fine. I understand. I understand perfectly. But anyway,
by the way, you need to let me share.
Yeah, can you let Ashraf share screen, bro?
How do I let you share? What is this, bro?
There you go, you dumbass.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Wallahi. Oh, okay. Sorry, it was down there. All right.
Exactly. Yeah. It was down there. So this is something Sky Sports released yesterday. So this is the proportion of build-up phases against low blocks, meaning how many of our attacking phases were against low blocks at the time. And Arsenal are currently second. 24% of the times we went up and attacked was against a full-on low block. Liverpool are the highest in the league this season. And I think Liverpool fans can testify how they've had tremendous struggles this season in breaking down low blocks. And then teams just hitting them in the counter with the long ball. And then this is another one that compares last season with this season. Now, for us, it's not really relevant because we were shit last season as well, and we were shit this season. But basically, we have faced low blocks around 1% less than what we did last season. If you compare, like, obviously on averages and stuff. Everton obviously is the highest because Everton is playing a lot more expansive this season versus what they were doing last season. And then the last stat is goals scored against low blocks. This is something I think a lot of us already knew, but Aston Villa and City have been the best so far. So the teams that are actually behind us in second and third have been better than us this season at breaking low blocks and scoring more goals.
Because we're depending on set pieces more.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing. We are relying on set pieces in those aspects. And I don't think we're moving the ball quick enough to break down those set pieces. We see Villa play, we see City play. They actually play a lot faster when it comes to their attack. Now, this is also why they concede more goals and they concede more counterattacks. But the difference between us, Villa, and City is we're much, much better than them in terms of our defenders. We have much better quality defenders. We have better quality defensive midfielders. We have better quality center mids. So I don't think we should have that same concern as Villa and City.
Yeah. Look, I think I get if that was your point, I agree with you. But I think you argue. Like, did you show us all this to argue Mo's point that he challenged you on his show? Because I don't think anyone here
because when I said we played slow, we don't move the ball quick enough, we don't press all the time, and the answer was like, yeah, but that's not true. There was another stat he said, which again I don't know if that's true. I have to double check that as well if it's facts or not. But another stat he showed was Arsenal win possession in the opponent's half more than any other team. That I actually believe, but I'll tell you why. That's not like because we press like crazy and we win it back. Because we build up slowly, we give the team enough time to get back into shape. Because we like to build slowly so we don't lose control.
Have you got enough?
I'm gonna let Sami go though.
Have you got enough? Have you got any Ash? Can you while Sammy's going, can you just try and find out, because that's interesting, Palmacist. Can you try and find out like in the league stats for who's got the most goals scored from outside the box? Because if Villa shoots, because Villa does shoot a lot from outside the box. If you look at a lot of their goals, a lot of their goals come from outside the box, bro. How many John McGinn,
Morgan Rogers
goals, bro? Search that, because I'm sure that must be why they're so high, because they're shooting so much from outside the box. But go ahead, Sami, man. What are your thoughts?
I'll find that while Sami's talking.
Yeah, as I said to Souls, man, if we're talking about Karat Almaty game, it was a game of two halves. And you know what? Odegaard, I think, man, he's done, man. Honestly speaking, I think he's done. I think he already hit his peak with Arsenal, and he cannot carry on to be our captain anymore. And there are a lot of news now, then rumors that are kind of getting stronger and stronger by the day, that he's falling off with the coach, and he might be leaving as well for 80 million to either buy Munich or Inter Milan. And I hope it's true, to be honest. I hope it's true, and I hope we bring somebody who's better. Moreover, I would say Mikel Arteta.
Hold on. So you think Bayern will sign? So you think Bayern would sign Odegaard for 80 million, and we would sign someone better than Odegaard?
I hope that's the case.
Yeah,
I genuinely do hope so.
Do you have any suggestions?
To be honest, so they did buy
Morgan Rogers, I would say.
Bro, they did buy Luis Diaz for like 75 or something, bro. These
And
guys
the
pay
yeah,
for these guys
they
pay
pay
for
top
not
dollar.
the best players in the world. You know
They
what I'm saying?
they do pay for
No,
top.
but he
they
might
do pay
work
top
for
dollar.
them. He might work for them because they might work.
Regardless if he works or not,
Well,
I don't care,
what do you
man.
mean?
I mean,
What do you mean he might work for them, Sad? So what? You're happy for us to sell Odegaard to Bayern? What do you mean?
If we're gonna get in the player that we're in talks anyway, let's let Sami go because I don't know what you're trying to start up here. Wallah,
but hold on. So for me, Martin Odegaard, I think we outgrew him. I mean, I think we outgrew him, and I think that's it for him. He's done his 10-year at Arsenal. Thank you very much for the good time, and let's wrap it up. But speaking of Arteta, man, this stingy guy, this stingy mother effer, this guy, man, when it comes to attack, he has been an abysmal in attack. And I said this before, guys. I believe, and I think it's true, that Arteta never actually developed an attacker in Arsenal Football Club. Now, I'll give him the credit of developing our defense. He structured them very well, and we are solid defensively. I'll give him that. I'll praise him for the defensive solidity that we have in Arsenal Football Club. But when it comes to attackers, guys, this guy, man, and year in, year out, you can see the numbers of open play goals we are scoring are less and less and less. And this tells you a story. A trend always gives you a story. Now, the story here is we are...
Sad, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you trying to scare the viewers or something, bro? What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, and the thing is, and the issue is, his face is so big and his eyes are tiny. He looks like he looks like he's wearing glasses.
you fucking pussy.
And you know what? Every single attacker that we had under Arteta kind of regressed, and it's very sad to see. And I don't know, man. I think Arteta, if he doesn't deliver the league or the UCL, I think he needs to bounce.
Yeah,
he just needs to bounce.
So that last bit you just said, Sami, I agree with. So let's just get that out of the way straight away. Regardless if he's attacking, he's defensive, he's this, he's that, no matter what he is, he's got to win what we know he has to win by the end of the season. But let's leave that because everyone here agrees with that he needs to win a Prem or Champs or he needs to go. I said it on Sam's channel. Everyone said I was being harsh. It's just a fact. We have 2 players in every position. We have 2 wingers, two left, 2 right, 2 10s, 3 strikers. We have loads of.
Before you go, just one thing, so I don't forget. Even Eucharist, man, you can look at the press conference. I can pull it up for you, Sad, if you want to share it. The press conference after the game, what he said is, we were slower in the second half. Now, what does that tell you? I mean, the player that played from the start of the second half was Odegaard. And also, they asked him about the partnership, him and Havertz. He said, man, we were good and all that stuff. So indirectly, he was saying, when Martin Odegaard came, I know he didn't say that explicitly, but I'm saying that he indirectly mentioned that the team kind of regressed and became slower when Odegaard played on the second half. Now we can...
Yeah. Look, I just want to say at the start, before I get into defending what I think is fair, the point still stands that everyone agrees that at the end of the season, as a club, we have to win what we have to win, or the manager needs to go, right? Whether it's the manager's fault that we don't win it, whether it's some of the players' fault, whether it's injuries, it doesn't matter. The goal is the goal. We have the best squad in the league. We have 2 players in every position. We've invested a lot of money. There's no excuses now. And to make it even better, there's no other team better than us in the league. See, have dropped off. So there's no excuses, right? But let's get into these last 3 games, right? So I agree.
2 points out of 9.
I agree that there is some pragmatic. Well, I don't know if that's a word, but I'm going to correct myself. The manager's being a little bit pragmatic in the way he's playing. Now, I've seen it even before these 3 games. Even Ashraf was saying at the start of the season. Remember those first 3-4 games where second half we were coming out very defensive, even when we're taking the lead. So I understand that there are times where Arteta is a little bit defensive, right? So I agree, and I said it on Sam's show, he needs to be more progressive, he needs to be more attacking, okay? But let's go to the United game first of all, okay? maybe Ash can jump in here if he knows the stats more than all of you guys. But you guys just help me out here. The Manchester United game, right? First 30 minutes, we set up in a 4-4-2 and we were pressing really, really high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Odegaard was in between Jesus, and I think it was Rice and Zubimendi were like together in a pivot, right? And we pressed really high. Okay. So I want you guys to tell me in that United, because I watched the entire game after like a day and a half ago, just to see everything, right? To understand what happened. So I want you guys to tell me in that United game, at what point did you guys think that we were being too defensive? And it was a tactical issue as to why we were being too defensive. At what point?
Once we conceded the goal that was gifted by Zubimendi, everything just changed. The whole dynamic, the whole momentum of the game changed.
I think it was before that. I think it was.
I do think it was before that as well. But
Yeah,
Bro, it's when we scored a goal.
20 to 30 minutes, we slowed down, and then everything just went tits up.
Bro, it's when we score a goal. It's when we score a goal. I don't know why Souls is acting like this is brand new information. When we score a goal,
I'm not asking this brand new information. I'm asking you a question. I haven't made the point yet.
No, it is that. Yeah. It's after we scored. I think we slowed down a bit, and then
it always
we slowed down too much, and then obviously when they equalized, we just became too good.
But Ashraf, you're not hearing my question. So I want you. You told me when now, but you missed the second part of my question.
So we answered the first part of your question.
Okay, you answered the first part of my question. Now the second part of the question, which I already asked as well, because it goes hand in hand, is
because I told you.
Can you ask it, please? Can you tell me?
You asked it already.
No, can you tell me at what point was it a manager's? Tell me how and what kind of tactic it could have been to where it was a managerial thing to play that defensive after we went 1-0 up.
Okay, so I think this is the mistake you're making. You think, I think you believe that it's something that the manager screamed during the game in minute 30.
Why are you telling me what I believe?
Because that's what you're saying. Because
that's what you're implying.
Because that's what you're implying.
I haven't implied nothing. I'm asking.
Okay, fine. I'll answer you straight up. Fine.
Hold on.
Don't stick on the annoying shit now, bro.
2 seconds. Do not answer.
I'm answering. Fine. I'm answering.
My question with questions. Answer the question with what you believe. Don't do this.
What I believe is because he's programmed the team to be defensive. This is a natural.
That's rubbish. You can't. Okay, look.
That is not rubbish because our identity. Our identity is not a 1 game per game. Our identity is
programming, identity.
Soul.
What happened in the game? Stick to the game. What happened in the game?
I told you they scored. Okay. We went conservative. That's what happened.
Tell me.
That's what happened.
Okay, then you, as a football fan that understands the game, you tell me. What kind of programming was told to them, even if it was done 5 games ago? What kind of tactical programming could have been that would have correlated?
Can I say I've got the answer? I've got the answer.
You know why? I'm gonna expose these guys today. All they do is jump on manager.
Listen. Let me tell you what it is.
No, you're not exposed.
Let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you what it is.
Go ahead,
guys. Let me tell you what it is.
Point.
This is the situation that we have at hand.
And go on.
When you score a goal, they say you're most vulnerable when you just scored. I genuinely believe that the manager has said, you know what? Because when you score, you are so vulnerable to scoring because of the adrenaline, because of everything, the hype, the feelings. Everybody's up. Everybody's like, oh my God, we just scored. That's why we sit back. That's why, because he says, you know what? We're not going to give them the chance to score. That's not tactical. We're not going to give us a chance.
That's not tactical analysis. You're just talking now. You're just saying, I believe the manager said.
You crazy?
What
happens on? But hold on. What happens? Because you're an idiot. Because you're an idiot. You don't listen to me. You don't listen to me, bro. Let me speak then.
You don't understand momentum. That's your
problem. Let me speak.
If you understand momentum, you won't be saying shit.
If you, I see it in different teams. I see it in different teams. When one team scores, they go for the kill. They keep
now he's talking about other teams
attacking. But when it comes to Arsenal, what do? When we score the goal, we then sit back. We cover our bases. We make sure they don't hit us on counter attacks. We make sure they don't get no mad attacks on us. And then we sit there and we might soak up a bit of pressure, but at least we're defending our lines.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you know. And I'm gonna listen.
Yeah.
So basically, so all Saad's done here, he's told me I believe the manager's saying go defensive, and then he's brought up other clubs to tell me why Arsenal are not doing what other clubs do.
Forget about all that. I disagree.
We should be doing those are actual clubs. Those are clubs. Those are clubs who smoke blood. Those are clubs who attack.
Okay, but don't bring up other clubs to try. Don't bring up other clubs to try prove what Arsenal's doing. Now let me because Saad's brought nothing to the
But it's
table.
obvious what Arsenal are doing.
Hold on, because you know why? You guys don't understand that in football there is momentum. If you look at the game,
momentum.
which I watched tactically very closely, when Arsenal were 1-0 up, okay. Hold on. Diego Dalot, and I know because I watched the game very recently, moved inside. They had a lot of width. Fernandez pushed forward, and they became very, very attacking. And there was a momentum switch. So what I'm asking you now is, you guys are right. We did go defensive. But I said Ash's first point was correct. What I want to know is, please tell me, because what I seem to see in football fans now is, you guys, whatever happens in the game, you think the manager somehow told the players to sit back, and it's a program. Apparently, they've been programmed to sit back, which is rubbish because it ain't backed by any tactical sense. Tell me in the game, only United. Focus on, because you know why? When every game is different, every opponent's different, every game is different.
Let Sami go.
Yeah, I don't want to all scream. So if one guy is talking, let that one guy talk.
I'm going to let him go.
Sami can go ahead. Yeah, Sami can go ahead.
Fine, but I want to let my point. In every game, what people seem to misunderstand, which is why I don't agree with the word programming, is because every single opposing manager that comes up against Arteta has his own tactics to come up against the manager. So you guys need to understand, it's not just one fits all program that Arsenal follow, which is what Ashraf is saying bullshit. So tell me, in the United game only, because I'm only focusing on that because we lost the game at home. Tell me what managerial tactical issue that happened after we went 1-0 up that meant we went defensive. Answer that question, please.
I'll tell you that.
And bring up other clubs. Talk about the game, please.
Right. So when you score a goal, the momentum should be in your favor, not the opposite. That's the
Problem
first
is this:
thing.
he hasn't let us respond. I'm actually being
I have let him
quiet.
respond.
Letting others. He's talking for 20 minutes. Looks like he's cooked.
I
let Saad talk and he said nothing.
Let me land.
I let Saad talk and he said nothing.
Let me land.
Me 2 minutes into what I was saying.
Hold on, guys. Hey, listen. So,
Go ahead, Sami.
Programming. What's programming?
Go ahead, Sami. Go ahead. Sami's not going to stop. Go ahead.
Go on, Sami.
What you said there is they pressed us high on the pitch and they forced the mistake. Zubimendi gave the ball. He gifted the goal for Manchester United, and that's kind of the inflection point.
Is that Arteta's fault?
No, that's not Arteta's fault. But hold on, that's not Arteta's fault. There's an error there from Zubimendi. Clearly, that's an error from a player. That's not on the coach there. Hold on. Now, what's on the coach, right? Is when there's a shift in momentum and you see the other team, they have the momentum right now, you need to soak it and you need at least get out, in the second half better. Now, what happened in the second half? Now, that's where the manager needs to intervene, right? You have 15-minute break. You can talk to your players. You can identify where the mistakes, where the gaps were, and how we can get better, especially you're playing in your gaff, right? You're playing in Emirates Stadium. You're not playing in Old Trafford. It's not a cup game. So it's something that, and it's a must-win for us more than Manchester United. We need to win more than Manchester United.
Sorry,
for us,
the question, by the way.
Hold on. When we came into the second half, the ball completely was on Manchester United's favor. We did not dominate midfield. Manchester United were all over us. Arteta had 4 substitutions in one game. 4. Not 2, not 1, 4. So that tells me that he effed up and now he's in panic mode. Now, if you're the leader of this squad, right? You're the manager, you're representing the players, and they see you that you're panicking. What kind of message are you sending your players? Not only that, you're all over them with your instructions, small instructions here and there, and you're overloading them with shit. You're not allowing them to play. They're already at a huge amount of load and stress from the game, and they know how much is important. Now, the momentum here, it's all mental here. It has nothing to do with a tactical thing, because Manchester United were chilled, man. If they win, they win. If they lose, they will not get
Sammy, you're bringing up
like Arsenal
Sammy,
did.
I'm sorry, Sammy. You're bringing up good points, but what you're failing to understand is, and maybe Ash can answer this. In the first half, forget second half, forget subs, forget how
look, when they scored, they were 7. Look, they scored. Hold on. They scored minute 37. So you have 8 minutes to go, or 10 minutes to go to the second half, right?
I'm asking you, Sammy, please. And in the second half, I've got all the data to argue in the second half as well. I'm sticking to the first half now. After the first goal went in,
with 10 minutes to go,
on the 37th minute, can you agree? Because you just said it right now that from that minute until the halftime whistle, it was a momentum shift. Or can you tell me that it was a managerial, tactical, defensive issue that meant that we were defensive after the first goal? Because you said that's when we went defensive. Can you answer that question or not?
Yes, I told you that we went defensive.
Is it momentum or is it a managerial thing? Answer the question. In that first half,
both can be true, Souls. When there's, like I said, when there's a shift in momentum, the manager needs to intervene to flip that momentum, right? You cannot sit back and relax and hope and pray. You know.
So it's both. So it's both. So now stick on the managerial piece, because you've just said from the 37th minute into the halftime whistle, there was a managerial tactical issue as to why we then went defensive and alongside the momentum. Tell me what that tactic was.
In those 10 minutes, you mean?
Yeah. No, from the 37th to halftime. When the momentum.
Right. 10 minutes is not much to
Sami, sorry. I'll let you go. But we said we slowed down from our first goal, not just from their goal.
Okay. So what minute, Ashraf? Can you tell me?
Whenever we scored after that. Okay. We barely had a chance after that.
Okay. So Ashraf, so I'll ask you the question then. From when we scored that goal, from when you think we went defensive, don't give me programming, which is a very open term word with no insights or anything. Give me
it's not because
bro, you can't use Tell me in the game,
the difference between me and you, right, is I understand that top elite teams like Barcelona, like Arsenal, like Madrid, like Man City. Stop. I mentioned Arsenal as well as an example. There's no such thing as, guys, today this is our system. Guys, tomorrow this is our system. Guys, next week this is our plan. These teams have an identity. Their identity is how they play 90% of the season. So, for example, Arsenal's identity in many games has been, not just this season, even from last year, and we spoke about it last season in the Koora pod, has been when we score first, we don't go for the kill. Sometimes we get conservative. We try to sit back a little bit. We try to soak some pressure. And when we can score from a set piece or a counter or something, we go ahead for it. Yes, there are examples of Bayern and Aston Villa that were, sorry, not Bayern, Spurs and Villa that were a bit different this season, fair enough. But in many other games, it hasn't been like that, especially in the big games. The biggest example is United at Old Trafford. We were playing well the first 10 minutes. We score from a corner. Then we go and we play a bit conservative. Now, United also played really well, to be fair, in that first game. So the reason I'm bringing all this up to link it back to this United game is to explain to you that I cannot tell you what minute was the tactical change, because that is something that we have seen time and time again. So what the change was, I'll explain to you. What the change was is that this team has not been given enough instructions to go for the kill, which is why when we score, sometimes we have evidence because we've seen it many times. What do you mean? We have no evidence. We saw it against Liverpool. We have so many games as evidence where we don't go press high enough, where we don't move the ball high enough, and we have shown that we don't counterattack enough either. We've scored 2 counterattack goals.
But Ashraf, you're using. I agree that we're not scoring enough goals, and I agree that some of that is on the manager. What I'm saying to you is what you're failing to understand is you're using words like identity. What you're failing to understand when you're bringing up multiple games to prove your point, you're failing to look at the opposition we're playing and how they set up against us. Because no. You're right. If that is 1 or 2 opponents, you're right. But when it's a trend of 3 consecutive games, it's no longer the opposition. Because we went on a show in the Catch, big up to the Catch, and someone, I can't remember who, brought up the same exact comment after we drew to Forest. And they said, well, you guys have to respect the opposition. You have to respect the opposition. They said the same thing about Liverpool as well. And both those teams have been shit before they played us and after they played us. Okay.
So that's
Ashraf, I don't
nothing to
wanna-
do with
okay,
that.
but Ashraf, you made your point. I understand your point. In my opinion, you haven't answered what I'm asking. So it's fine because you've answered how you want
I
to
have
answer.
answered.
Okay,
I have answered. You just don't want to listen. You know. I can actually do this with you. This is actually no, guys. Watch how he won't have an answer.
Bro.
Watch how stupid his answer is gonna be.
Ashraf,
why do you think? Okay, you know what? Forget the manager. Forget the manager. Let's forget the manager for a second.
Ashraf, can you let me land, bro? Because you're jumping up now. You're getting all excited. You're talking about
No. I want to stick on the first time. One second.
Yeah. Fair.
Why do you think? Why do you think the manager?
me
Why do you
land.
think the players? Why do you think the players slowed down?
Ashraf,
You tell us.
no,
What's your theory? What's your theory?
You can't answer my question with a question. I'm gonna land. So
I answered your question. Now I'm asking you a question.
No, because I've answered a question. I've got to interpret and process your answers. Ashraf's answer is identity programming, and he's bringing up other games.
This is not the Suleiman presentation show.
So T, do you want to give your? Because I believe that, and I'll tell you what I believe. That first half, from the first goal, from when you guys said we went defensive to when it was the halftime whistle, I don't believe it was anything other than a momentum shift and individual mistakes from the players. I don't feel like. Why did
that shift not change in the second half?
I don't feel like.
Why did that shift not change in the second half?
That's my
I
question
don't feel like it was a tactical shift. Now I can answer Ashraf's question.
So let me ask you this then, Souls. You asked me a question. Let me ask you this, yeah?
What? So T, you're gonna answer mine with a question. Or you're gonna answer mine first, then ask me.
Okay. Ask your question again. I'll answer it straight away.
Okay. So T, from the minute you believe in the first half that we went defensive without bringing up identity, other games, because everyone's bringing up generic bigger points. No one's talking about the game. Nobody wants to home it because no one's got nothing to say. Everyone's clueless. Talk about the United game only. In that United game, please tell me where. Please tell me. That's fine. T, please tell me where and what you see with your own eyes in that game that told you that there was a tactical shift in the way we played in the first 25-30 minutes to when you guys believe we went defensive. Because in my opinion, we pressed on a 4-4-2 and we were pressing high. Saliba was pushing forward on Bruno. There was no defensive change. I watched the first half. I watched it. There was nothing to do with the manager at all.
We all watched it too, and that's all a lie. Actually, they were not pushing on Bruno.
Fine.
Saliba and all was sitting at the back.
No, T, go on, T, bro. You tell me. What was the tactical shift? Or if you believe it's only momentum, say it was only a momentum shift. So go and tell me.
I mean, it's for me, if I say it's only one thing, it's disingenuous because it's a mixed bag of everything. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously players making mistakes. Being too relaxed in the back to the point that you just make a silly pass back towards Raya and then Mbeumo gets the ball and he scores. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Other stuff, for example, Saliba was just overhitting his passes towards Gabriel, for example, to the point that Gabriel could not even control the ball, lose the ball again. We were all over the place, bro. It's a mixed bag of everything. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, for me to sit here and to blame only them is for me also a little bit disingenuous. Obviously, I cannot say, at this minute, at this second, he changed the tactics. I cannot say that because at the end of the day, I'm not there. I'm not next to Arteta. I'm not listening to what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I can only see him when I see him on the camera at that point. But I do see a pattern in this team, in particularly against Big Six sides outside of Tottenham. Because Tottenham is Tottenham at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we smoked Aston Villa, but I do see a pattern in this team where when we go 1-0 up, that we say, you know what? Let's play it safe now because I'd rather not lose the game than to absolutely destroy them.
No, and T, that's fair.
And that is a pattern in this team. So
it's a pattern. No, T, it's a pattern, and you're the only guy to actually answer the question directly. Thank you very much. Instead of jumping on shouting.
We told you, you fucking idiot. You didn't take our answers.
Because it ruins his argument. He's like,
that's fine. So I've only taken TK's answer because I'm stupid by the way. No, TK was the only one to answer it because I understand what I'm hearing. TK said
we all answered, but you just didn't comprehend. That's not our problem.
No. TK told me the pattern argument that Ashraf brought up, which is fair. He taught up the pattern argument, which I can see. But he also spoke about my exact question about that first half. In that first half, yes, you cannot really say, even if you can't want to pick point, you can't really say if it was a managerial issue as to why United switched momentum and were attacking us and we dropped. What Ashraf fails to understand, and other fans like Sami and Saad, is that when you see Arsenal being pushed back. It's not always because we're being pushed back because we're going defensive. Sometimes we're being pushed back because the other team has switched the momentum and is pressing us high.
Let me
So
answer this.
No,
Let me answer this.
By the way,
You don't know
Listen,
what
hold
you're
on,
saying.
hold on.
Lisandro Martinez had his foot on the ball in their third, and he was just standing and watching right, left. Then he passed it to Maguire. Maguire put his foot on the ball and was looking right, left. And Odegaard was behind the half line.
No, but you're not talking about the individual errors. You're not talking. But you're not talking about the individual
Such
errors.
a
You're not talking
liar!
about the
Just say you
individual
didn't
errors.
watch the game. That's it.
I
You
want
told me
to
you didn't watch the game.
Guys.
We mentioned the individual error from Zubimendi.
What Ash is about to do now is because now I'm only talking about football. I'm not bringing up anything. He's now going to jump on and start saying, "Liar, you didn't watch."
No, but we mentioned the errors. We mentioned the error.
He's going to go personal like he does on every show because that's what he does to try and win arguments. He wants.
I didn't go personal. I called you a liar because the facts are lies. You know facts. I didn't go personal.
Call me a liar.
I don't know why you're going all crazy. Why are you sensitive?
But Souls, we brought up the error from Zubimendi. What are you arguing here?
I'm telling you what I'm arguing. When Arsenal were 1-0 up, okay, and then we went into the second half, okay.
Before that, we gifted them the goal.
Yes. Okay. We were sloppy in possession. In the second half, Man United started as they ended it. Because I just watched the game, the full 90 minutes, okay? They were sloppy in possession. We gave the ball away too cheaply. If you remember the start
I thought you watched it a day and a half ago.
If you remember the end of, again, this is what he would do, by the way. He would just start picking into these stories and trying.
You just said two different things. I'm just trying to ascertain which one is the truth. That's all.
I will expose him as the guy that does not talk football. You think he?
Because you told me yesterday you didn't watch the game, so now I don't know which one is the truth.
He will go personal. This is what he does. He'll talk about. He'll try and.
Oqsam billah, you told me yesterday you didn't watch the game. Wallah, on my life, on my daughter's life. Yesterday you told me you didn't watch the game. But now he said he watched it a day and a half ago.
He wants to do everything to try and remove me away from the fact that I'm talking about the game only.
No, because you're bringing fake facts, though.
I will keep talking.
Anyways, go on.
Shut your mouth. Let me speak, or you just keep talking. I don't give a shit.
Go on with the lies. Go on.
Bro. I don't care if you think I'm a liar. Just don't try and influence the crowd this way. Just shut up and keep your thoughts to yourself.
You're the one because you're saying lies. You're building your argument on fake facts. Go on. I don't want to time.
I need to speak though. Hurry up, so I want to speak. I want to speak.
And you know what? I've realized that I'm not going to go through bit by bit of the game because what I understood is that when you try and talk to people logically about football in a calm way, everyone just starts shouting and getting emotional and start calling out and start using deflection tactics. So I'm going to say my entire point and then stay quiet. So what I didn't like and the issue I had with some of these people on the stream is that after the game, everyone jumped up and started saying, including Saad, oh, the manager, I've had enough of this bum of a manager, it's all his fault. I had everything, I can see it with my own eyes. After the game, all I was seeing from certain people on the stream was just manager. People saying these players don't turn crap overnight. These players are just this. It's all the manager's fault. It's all his system. It's all this. But nobody was...
I promise you I will. But when 11 players are not performing, you gotta, that's
Sami. I don't think it makes sense to have a back and forth. Let him finish. Then we all will go. Yeah.
So apparently, when 11 players are not performing, it means that now forget all the 11 players. They take no accountability for themselves. It's all on the manager. When the players play well, they're amazing. When the players play crap, it's the manager's fault. The players can't do wrong. I don't stand by that bullshit. And in my opinion,
I never said that.
After the game, there needs to be fair tactical analysis as to the manager was wrong here with his subs, and maybe his team selection was wrong, and the players were abysmal. Zubimendi giving the ball away, Saliba giving the ball away sloppily. A lot of players not being held accountable for their misses, their chances. There was so much individual stupidity from these players that after the game, I know you guys believe it, but nobody calls it out first of all. Everyone just sticks to the manager. So what I'm saying to you is, we started the second half the way we ended the first half. We gave the ball away cheaply, okay? Dalot and Dorgo were pushing forward, moving inside, okay? And
whose fault is that?
And they kept forcing balls between the lines. If you watch the game, Martinez was forcing the ball in between the lines, and he was making it every single time. Okay? They were attacking fair. Wait. We made four changes. We made four changes. PBS special. We made four changes. Okay. and Rice obviously dropped into a deeper midfield role. Okay, and cool. Then if you guys watch the game, United then moved into a low block. They moved into a low block, right? And then we just started to pepper them with crosses, and we looked for crosses. And yes, that I agree with. We're too one-dimensional in the way we attack. Okay. And United, if you watch them, they formed into a back five. Okay, but we were trying. We tried with crosses. We tried with pushing the ball forward. They formed a low block. We couldn't get out of it. And cool, you could say that we left it too late or whatever. And then ultimately, it was individual brilliance from Cunha. Nothing I watched in that United game said to me that it was a tactical managerial issue as to you guys tried to paint the picture. Have your opinions. I'll let you guys have your opinions. But also, don't just... Because what I don't like is when Arsenal lose a game, or when no one's going to talk about the fact that we're 8 out of 8 in the UCL, 9 out of 9, we're the best performing team in world football in the UCL. Everybody just wants to talk about when everything goes right, praise the players, praise Zubimendi, praise Wright. He's amazing. Zubimendi's amazing.
We praised Arteta when we played well.
And you did. But then when things go wrong, you don't hold the same dual blame that you do when you go right. When things go right, you praise Arteta, Sami, and you praise the players. And you say Zubimendi's amazing. But when Zubimendi has a shocking game against Man United, gives the ball away, when we do a bunch of stupidity that's not on the manager, everyone forgets about the players. People like Ash go, the players didn't turn crap overnight. Sad's going, sack the manager.
Guys, when can we go? When can we go? Yeah, all of us are
waiting.
Souls,
I'm gonna go now, and I promise
that's it. Okay, he's done now. He's done. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. Souls, you're done now. Souls, you're done now. Boxing will be let. If you interrupt any one of us, wallah, I will remove you. You won't come back on the stream.
How about this? I have a better option. Remove me now until you guys finish.
No. Stay. Just don't
be a man. Just be a man. Just be a man. Don't be a kid, bro. Don't be childish.
No. I'm not being childish because I want to let you guys speak. But what I'm saying to you is,
go ahead, Sami.
You just no. Sad interrupted me. He didn't let me go. Okay, I'm gonna give my closing statement. Then I'm gonna give my closing statement.
And also,
bro, I don't need your closing statement. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we don't need. Come on, you call us souls.
No.
You spoke enough, bro. We heard your point.
They will vote for you, Soul. They will vote for you.
I don't care, bro. I don't care. I don't care.
Mid statement. It's a deflection tactic.
Brother, I don't care. I don't care.
That's fine. I'm gonna say one thing. I got
guys, we have 1 hour left, and we have to do predictions. Please let others talk.
Fine, we got 20 more seconds. I got 20 more seconds. Okay, so. Ultimately, there was a share of the blame. We are a bit too pragmatic. I said it on Hassam's stream. I agree with TK's point about a pattern. I see it, and I say we need to create more chances. We need to diversify the way we attack. And Odegaard's the big blame of that because we're just forcing crosses for no reason. The reason why we keep forcing crosses is because we haven't got 10s that are able to create, which is I agree with T's point. But stop talking about crosses.
That's 20. That's it. Anyway, guys,
that's done. Go ahead, Sad. Sad.
Sad,
don't give us start.
I want to go. Listen, because the thing is, you can't deal with children. So there's sometimes you have to take them and put them in the corner of the room, and you have to, or in a separate room. And
Sad. No need for that. Just go. Go ahead.
Firstly, what I want to say is it's utter nonsense. Souls is the definition of somebody who lives their life in a vacuum. Yeah, he lives in a vacuum. He only wants to speak about.
Bring him back. Bring him back.
He only wants to speak. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. He only wants to speak. He only wants to speak. He only wants to speak. He only wants to speak about the here and the now. He wants to speak about. Let's speak about this game. Let's speak about what happened in this game. But when we bring him other games, because he lives his life in a vacuum, or he lives his football life in a vacuum, where he only wants to speak about the last game, he doesn't understand that if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again in multiple games, we're not talking about maybe 1 or 2 or maybe even 3. No, we're talking about 7, 8, 9, 10 games where we give the ball away. It's not that we're it's so obvious. It's glaringly obvious, but you can see the tactics that he used, the way he drops his line. The line drops. The line drops when you score a goal. When Arsenal score a goal, the line drops. They apply pressure to the other team. They get possession of the ball. Go and look at the possession stats of the team in the 10 minutes after we score a goal. Go look at the possession stats of the opposing team, because I guarantee you they have more possession than us in that 10-minute spell. Like, you just have to look at the data, and the data works against what you're trying to say. The data proves that this is something. If it's happening once or twice or 3 times, and it's every now and then, I could understand. But if it happens like half of the games that we play in the league, and it's happening in half of these games, this is clearly tactical. It's clearly tactical. It's either tactical or you're saying that the players are shit. So it's either one of the two. So which one is it? It has to be one of the two. It either has to be the managers asking them to do this, or the managers or the players are just shit and they can't keep a lead.
But
because we've seen that they clearly can.
That's why I gave Liverpool as an example, because you cannot call every Liverpool player shit when they won the league last season. You know what I'm saying? Everyone blames Slot at the end of the day, and they want Slot out for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because when Slot makes these guys do certain stuff and they get used to it, it creates a pattern, it creates doubt, it creates, you know what I'm saying? It creates everything. Because when you burn, I'm going to give Arteta as an example again. If you burn into their minds that when we go 1-0 up, you better defend with your life to keep that 1-0. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Players, at some point, when they are in hot shit, like we were at United, they are going to panic. They're going to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It's all here also at the end of the day. Because when you are used to controlling the game fully after going 1-0, and it all goes tits up, what do? You don't have a plan B. And because we don't have a plan B, we lost against United. It's just that simple. That's why I blame both. Because if I teach my dog to shit on my carpet every day, he's going to shit on there for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with TK.
Yes.
He's blaming both. That's fine.
Yes,
but Ashraf said it's nothing to do with the players.
Okay,
Only manager, nothing to do with the players.
But for example, Zubimendi is so relaxed in the back.
Shut up and let others talk.
Okay. Zubimendi was so relaxed in the back. He passed the ball back to Raya, very nonchalant, very relaxed. You know what I'm saying? That's also because you burned in their mind that they need to pass back, control the ball, pass back, control the ball, pass back, control the ball. Why not tell them, if you are getting pressed, just boot the ball forward? You know what I'm saying? Do not put our keeper in danger. Just boot the ball forward. Do not control it 24/7. You know what I'm saying? That's why I blame both, because, like I said, if I teach my dog to shit on my carpet, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to get mad when he shits on my carpet. You know what I'm saying? No,
but T, can I tell you one thing? This is the reason why I think Souls is not accepting what me, Ash, Sami, and you are obviously saying. Well,
I just said I accept what he said.
No, sorry. What me, Ash, and Sami are saying, because the thing is, I'm happy with blaming players. I'm happy with blaming players, but when players get put in this same situation over and over and over again, how do I expect players to be able to constantly deal with pressure after scoring a goal? If they're being put in this situation every single time, if a player messes up because we're putting them under an abundance of pressure, especially against a team that is actually good, that has man that will press. We're in the Premier League. We're not in the La Liga where this game plan would work perfectly in La Liga, where they give you so much space on the ball. They don't press straight away. In the Premier League, these men are at your face like this. Yo, give me the ball. I'm ready. Let me try. And do you know what I mean? They're doing constant pressing and constant work off the ball. So this is the problem. I can only go so much as to blame the players before I start saying, right, the players keep on making these mistakes, but why do they keep on doing these actions? Why do they keep on dropping deep? Why do they keep on bringing pressure on top of them?
I question their mentality for that. I question their mentality for that.
That's not mentality. That is tactics. That is patterns. The ones that you don't like to hear, that's patterns of play.
Can't prove it because you haven't given me any
that's a style. This is why we say that Arteta has a defensive style, because
Arteta started the game with a 4-4-2 press. So how can it be style? Do you know what you're talking about? Do you know tactics?
Yes, I do know tactics.
So what was the tactical switch? What was the formation? Tell me something.
Brother, Here's the thing. When
Nothing.
we go,
Start now.
are you gonna let me speak, or do you sit there like this? Oh, can you tell me? And then as soon as I say 1-2 word, he's like, "You start right now." What am I supposed to say? As soon as we score a goal, you see these players drop their lines. We're already defending a 4-4-2 anyway.
That's momentum. That's
We
momentum.
already no. You say it's momentum. It can be momentum if it happens in a game or 2 games. But if it happens in 10, 15 games, this is not momentum. This is the play style. It's not momentum.
What's the play style?
You're not understanding.
What's the play style? So he's told them. So the play style is he's told them to sit back.
No. It's
What?
absorb pressure and then hit them on the counter.
You think Arteta told them after we go 1-0 down to absorb pressure and counter? You think Arteta told them that?
Yes, because the team because in his head the team will create the spaces for you to run into. I'm telling you, you can see it, and by doing that, you put yourself at high risk, at a very high risk of conceding. Our defense is only so good. Anyway, go ahead, Sami and Ash, because I'm gonna move on from this topic. I'm gonna.
Yeah. So yeah. Look, I don't know. The thing is, this guy refuses to accept. He wants it to be. Oh, we have to only look at this game in a vacuum. Which by the way, does it makes sense if there are certain results that haven't been replicated like this. But the reality is, we've seen this in 3 consecutive Premier League games. That second half, we started. Can you please shut the hell up? Let me talk. The second half, we started playing so damn slow, and I was saying this in the watch along. We were not pressing them. This is literally in the beginning of the second half itself. Martinez was stepping on the ball and standing there. Then he passed it to Maguire, and Maguire stepped on the ball and just stood there, waiting for someone to come press or waiting for an opening. That should never be happening when you're level at home against a shit United team. I don't give a shit if they have a new manager. They're still not that good. They haven't been that good all season. And we are a team that's going for the title and trying to challenge. What Sami mentioned is also true. When you're making 4 substitutions at once after Dorgu scored that goal, is you panicking. It's you stressing. Oh shit, I can't afford to drop points in a 3rd consecutive game. That's the reality of things. With what do you call what Souls was saying earlier about, you think the manager is telling them to sit back. He might not be telling them, hey guys, sit back, hey, don't attack. Of course he's not telling them that. What he's not doing is he's not giving them enough emphasis on attacking and pressing and winning the ball high up. That's the reality. There's a reason why Klopp teams and Luis Enrique teams and Hansi Flick please be quiet, I'm landing. There's a reason why Klopp teams and Hansi Flick teams and Pep Guardiola teams and Luis Enrique teams press and play possession and play that style. They don't play it because they suddenly decided to do that. It's not like Firmino, Mane, and Salah coincidentally decided to go up top and press. It's not like Hansi Flick's players coincidentally decided to play with a very high line. Because the manager's instructions there are to go and attack and kill, to go and play inside the box, to go and take shots. Our manager doesn't do that enough. And I already said this at the start of the stream. If he does do that, if he does tell them attack and press, if he does give them the same instructions that Pep and Luis Enrique and Hansi Flick and Klopp and all these elite managers do, then you know what? Fair, but I guess the players just don't give a shit about his instructions. Which one is it? It can't be, there's no third option. You can't have your cake and eat it. Either he's giving them the instructions as you're saying, and they're not listening to him, or he's not drilling it into them that to attack, which based on what Saka said a year ago, I would believe the latter more. I don't think he's lost the dressing room. I don't think the players don't respect him. So I don't think he's giving them enough emphasis on attacking.
Ash, I agree with you. Ash, I agree with. But my issue is that what you don't seem to say after games, which is why I'm even here today doing this, is because you guys aren't looking at the situation of sloppy passes Are players falling under pressure? The pressure of being.
We
top of the
told you,
league.
Saad, it's an error.
But
It's an obvious error from Zubimendi.
But nobody wants to. But after the game, even day after the game, nobody wanted to talk about the mentality, the pressure, the sloppy chances, the performances. Everybody wants to talk about the managers not.
Because I'll explain to you why. There's a reason. There's a reason.
Ash, you said.
Souls.
No. Ash, do you take?
Don't jump from one point to another.
No.
Let's discuss that one point first.
On the same
Let's
point.
discuss that one point first.
You said it's nothing. The Man United game was nothing to do with the players. Tees agreed it had a part. Saad agreed it had a part, and so is Sami. Do you agree that it had a part to play the players' performances and the individual errors, or is it solely a managerial issue, like you said after the game? Yes or no?
Because it's a culmination of what we've seen against Forest and Liverpool, it is mainly a managerial issue.
Oh,
in fact,
mainly,
I would say
so
it's
it's not
completely
only.
completely. It's completely a managerial issue. Because if I didn't see this against Liverpool and Forest, I'd 100% say yes, it's one game. I came out after the Wolves game, even though we won it, and I said, but they asked me, hey, are you worried about those kind of performances? And I said, no, it's one game. One game does not mean that's how we are. It could be just a one-off game. Now it's been in 3 consecutive games. One Souls. Shut up, man. It's 3 consecutive games. I understand. Let them. Okay, I know it doesn't happen often, so enjoy it. When it's 3 consecutive games of us playing that poorly in attack and building that slow and not attacking enough and not pressing enough, you cannot come and tell me, well, this game is something else. The other 2 games are different things, because we saw the same thing in those 3 games. And you have said this before. We have all said this before. There is an issue with us attacking. I'll say this. If we had an attacking style and we pressed and attacked a lot more, even if Zubimendi made that mistake, and even if we had those sloppy passes, we would have won the game anyways. Because later we would have grown into momentum, and our style would have got us scoring and attacking.
And what about the
Inter
game? And what about the Inter game? And what about the Champions League form?
What about the Inter game?
No. I'm saying if you're saying it's an identity and it's a pattern, please tell me why the pattern is situational.
In the Premier League, we've said this in many other streams. In the Champions League, teams come out and press us like crazy a lot more. That you cannot play conservative because they won't let you, which is a good thing, and that actually suits us. When teams try to play that attack, if Inter Milan decided to play like United and just play deep and just hit us on the counter, we would have not won that game. Teams in the Champions League, every team, even when we play against Slavia Prague and Club Brugge and all these other clubs, they don't just want to sit back. They want to go and attack because they feel like they are
champions in their respective leagues.
By the way, the Champions League actually proves our point more than it proves your point. And for all the idiots for all the idiots that are in this chat, the ones that are saying, we have shit attackers. What do you want him to do with these shit attackers? We've known this for years. Those shit attackers are able to go band for band with the best teams in Europe, you fucking idiots. They're able to go band for band with the best teams in Europe. But when I'm pulling up to fucking Sunderland away, these men are shook in their boots and they can't play. They can't.
Sad. I agree with you. No, but Sad, I agree with you in that. My issue is that you can look, and I actually agree with you guys that sometimes it is very pragmatic. But I believe there is a deeper issue than the managerial tactics. You have to look at
what is the deeper issue. I'll tell you
the deeper issue. One is in the last 3 games, which in my opinion is form, by the way, is form. For me, isn't a template of the season, as someone said in the comments, but it's form. Yeah. I believe in these last 3 games, a lot of it has been the individual errors. Players looking like they're nervous and they're bottling it under pressure, being top of the league, which you've seen Arsenal players
wait. Before we move to the next one, once again, on that, stick on that.
Okay.
No, stick on that, because again, if you're building your whole argument on a fallacy, I have to stop you there.
No, fallacy in your opinion. No. But
can I prove to you? It's a fallacy? You just said it's bad form. Have we had a bad form since the start of the season?
Yes, this one here, and the first 3-4 games.
No. So from the beginning of the season up until now, we've been in bad form. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying the first 3-4 games we were playing badly, and I remember you guys were saying, and I said it as well. We're not going to win the league if we play.
How did we play? We slapped up Leeds 5-0 in our second game. So
I'm
which
not,
three
I'm
first
not,
games?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying after that, there was a period. I have to go back and find you the games. There was a period where we started to, where I think, it was after the Liverpool loss, where we were very defensive against Liverpool when Spotlight's free kick. I agree, we're very defensive. And I was saying, if Arteta continues this way, we're not going to win the league. And then he changed it and we started attacking. What I'm saying to you is...
He didn't, because we drew to City and he started with Moreno.
Let me finish. Can I finish?
I'm correcting your wrong facts.
Okay, that's
your
fine.
incorrect facts.
That's fine. In the last 3-4 games, we have been bad. And I believe we need to look at a combination of, as T said, the manager with some of his subs and some of his teams, and even some of his pragmatic football, which I agree, he does tell the wingers to drop back a lot and to defend a lot. I agree, which is bad. Arteta needs to change his mindset there. But I've seen Arteta.
Okay, so that's it. Then what is the argument?
I told you the issue. The issue I have is there are a lot of other issues that, in my opinion, when we lose games, Ashraf, people like you don't speak about the importance of. You only jump on the manager.
Name me one team. Name me one team that doesn't have. Name me one team that doesn't have deep issues with certain players.
Okay,
name me one, just one.
No, but us is not. No, but us is not certain players. Us is our
no, but that's the problem.
Attack.
That's
our
the problem.
Our entire attack has been shit for a long time.
Wait,
Saka, let me land. Saka's been bad for a while. Madueke's been bad. Gyökeres's been bad. Odegaard's been shit. Martinelli's been shit. The only player that's played well is Trossard when he plays. And sometimes Arteta doesn't even start.
Why have they been shit though? Why have they been shit?
Let me
they all coincidentally together become bad?
Let me land. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that these attackers that we spend big money on, Eze as well, everybody, honestly, when I think about entire attacking line,
I need you to give. That's what you're answering my question. You're not answering my question.
LFC Aaron,
but you're pulling up.
No. Let's press him. Let's press him the same way.
No.
Why are they bad? Why are they bad? Why are these? Why are all these attackers bad together at the same time?
We can do this the entire hour.
Coincidentally, why are they all bad?
You're gonna let me land. They're playing bad because they're crumbling under pressure, because they're not able to handle the pressure, and they're dropping in their
all of them together. All of them together.
Yes, all of those attackers. Yes,
amazing. Okay. Fair enough. Let's say I agree with you. Why isn't the manager fixing that? Why isn't the manager fixing that?
Because you can't fix dog shit players.
So all these players are dog shit.
Not dog shit. They're playing like dog shit. They're playing like dog shit.
No. Stop. Are they dog shit or are they playing like dog shit?
They're playing like dog shit.
Great, perfect. So they're playing like dog shit, but they're not.
Don't dance around saying perfect.
So why can't he? Since they're not dog shit players, but they're playing like dog shit.
Okay.
Why can't he fix that? Why can't he fix that issue?
In what way? In what way? Tell me in what way. How do you
perform better?
Okay, fine. No. I agree with Ash. He's exposed me. So it's Ashraf. So he needs to fix it. So when Gyökeres is through on goal and he's missing, is that Arteta's problem?
No.
Is that Arteta's problem?
Because
is that Arteta's problem?
Don't bring up
no end product. Don't bring up Arteta's problem.
I like how he picked the two players. I like how he picked the two players that I've already acknowledged.
And Odegaard. And Madueke.
So I'm asking. Okay. So Odegaard, Trossard, and Saka. I don't care about the other ones. I only care about these three.
No.
I only care about these four actually. Eze as well.
No. Not only them. Gyökeres. Arteta's giving instructions.
Guys, I promise you.
He's going to interrupt me. All he's going to do is interrupt me now. All he's going to do is interrupt me. I'm going to land.
People think he's
when Gyökeres up front, and he's missing chances, he's not able to score goals. That's not Arteta's fault. When Martinelli's missing chances, that's not Arteta's fault. When we're forcing crosses,
Saka, Odegaard,
stop interrupting me. Why are you interrupting me? Because you're getting pressed. Let me land. That's fine. We're going to keep shouting over each other. That's fine. We can do it.
Guys, you know we're gonna.
You're getting pressed. You know you're getting pressed. So shut up.
Wait, I'm gonna mute you both. I'm just gonna ask one thing to Ashraf. I muted you both. I just want to ask one thing to Ashraf specifically. Can you pull up the numbers of our attackers of the 2022-2023 season and the numbers of this specific season? You know what I'm saying? Because we can just take the easy route and say all these players are shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just sell 30 players and buy 30 new players. You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna seriously do this? You know what I'm saying?
No. But
okay, don't. I'll do it again.
Shut up. He asked me a question. I'm answering. Here it is, T. Here it is, T. I have it here.
What is that?
It is basically
nothing.
He asked me a question. Shut up. Let me answer his question.
I said they're on bad form.
Why are you bringing up old seasons?
Shut up and let me answer.
Because you know why? You know why? Because
See, I'm
that
trying to
was-
answer your question. Look, he's not
because
letting me.
you.
So,
You named Martinelli. You named Saka. You named all of those guys. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You say,
exactly.
why are they missing shots in front of goal? That's not Arteta's
No,
fault.
but T,
So
we're
why
forcing
did
crosses.
they-
We have no 10.
But
We have
this
no
is-
10, bro.
This
We
is
have no
this
10.
is
That's
I'm
why
gonna
we're
say
forcing
this-
crosses. We're forcing crosses. We have no 10. We have
let me
no
answer your
10.
question.
Our
Here's your
10's not
question.
creating chances.
So, T, can you
Actually,
mute him?
we
Because you
lack
asked me a question.
lack
I
of.
don't
Here's
see it in the bottom, by the way. I
Here's
don't
the
see it.
answer. Here's the answer. No, I'm not. I'm just reading it out because I don't want to share and stuff. I have to download the picture. This is the 22-23 season by around midway as well, or not midway, just after midway. So around this time of the season, Arsenal are the only team with 4+ players on 20+ chances created from open play this season. Odegaard 25, Bukayo Saka 25, Martinelli 23, Jesus 22. All of these are still here in the club, by the way. And then Granit Xhaka, who's gone now, 21. So these players clearly in 22-23 were able to attack well and were able to be coached to attack well, which we gave praise to Arteta for. So now, if they're, as Sol said, if they're playing in dog shit form, but they're not dog shit themselves because Sol's clarified that they're not dog shit because he called Saka world class.
They're not dog
He said
They're not
exactly,
dog
perfect.
Saka is world
So
class.
if they're
Saka
not
is
dog
world
shit,
class.
so if they're not dog shit and one of them is world class, in fact,
A lot of
why
them are
can't
world
he coach them? Why can't he coach them to play the way they played before?
You're not telling me
Nobody's
how
saying
to coach them. You're not telling me how to coach them. You're just bringing up points.
because I'm not
generic
getting
points.
paid 15 million pounds a year.
Exactly. So you don't. So you don't have the solution. You just have the criticism. You're just chatting shit. You have
Are
nothing
you
to say.
stupid? Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
You're
How
just
does-
stupid,
How
bro.
does
You're dumb.
how does Klopp? Okay, so how do Klopp, Pep, Luis Enrique, and Hansi Flick always coach their attacks?
I'll tell you
How
how.
do they do it?
Because I'll tell you how. Because Hansi
Yeah.
Flick, and Klopp have players. When you watch Klopp in that Liverpool team that won the league, they're not
Yeah.
forcing crosses out wide every 2 minutes because our 10 can't create no chances. Odegaard's not playing well. That's not Arteta's fault. That's why Saka's forcing balls into the box.
Wait.
That's why
Okay.
we're relying on
You're right.
set
You're
pieces.
right. I'll agree with you there, even though I actually don't agree.
Anyway, sad. Are we gonna move on from this topic now? 'Cause
No,
bro,
you're not gonna.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No, that's
Ah.
fine.
So when he's getting cooked,
How am
he
I
wants
getting
to
cooked?
move on.
How am I
Exactly.
getting cooked?
So basically,
I'll
I'll
explain
explain to
points
you.
made.
He said.
You're not getting game
Is it
impressed.
Arteta's
Sad's not
fault?
even reading out the super chat. Sad got
He said-
paid money and he's not even reading it because
Guys,
he's a
Yeah,
fraud.
because I'll read
He's
it
a
after.
fraud. You're
The guy's
pussy,
fucking you up.
Guys,
Don't
guys,
worry.
let him-
Because he's a pussy, yo.
He's
That's
saying.
why.
He's saying. Is it? Wait, Sad, please. He's saying it's Arteta's fault that Odegaard is playing so shit. Even though the same Odegaard pulled up amazing numbers on the Arteta before. Fair enough. Odegaard is playing like shit. We got another top quality 10 this summer. Why aren't you coaching him to play better than him then? How come both of them have been playing like garbage? So you couldn't coach either one of them. So is the problem now all the players? Or is
And
it
now
the
what he's
fact that
doing
the
is-
manager can attack, can coach his attack?
All he does is
What's
say
going on?
the
Which one is
manager.
it?
All he does is say the
Rafinha-
manager can't attack. The
Rafinha,
manager can't attack.
who's
And the
one of the
reason why
best
the manager
attackers.
can't. That's fine. but
Rafinha,
the-
who's one of the best.
Why are you
Bro,
talking about
stop that
Rafinha?
nonsense.
You just keep doing the same
Rafinha, who's
thing.
one of the best attackers.
All he does is bring
Rafinha,
up
who's
other
one of the
players.
best attackers in the world over the last 2 years, said himself when he was playing like shit under Xavi, he wanted to leave. He was about to leave Barcelona, and Hansi Flick came and told him, "Don't. We're gonna get you better." Blah 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 blah. And now he made him one of the best attackers.
Guys, he's
And
using
Rafinha-
Hansi Flick to prove his point, which is
Rafinha
bullshit.
Credits.
So-
Rafinha. Let me finish. Rafinha credits Hansi Flick, which is
Guys.
clear evidence that
Okay.
Pep-
Forget about Hansi Flick.
Guys,
No,
hold on,
forget
guys.
about-
I will be
Man,
done.
man,
because he's
screw
not gonna
that,
be the last
man.
one.
Hansi
Man,
Flick's not going to
listen,
do nothing.
Uh,
Hansi
He's not
Flick
gonna be the last one.
can't do
Okay,
anything. All he's doing is,
Look,
we
we
don't-
don't want to keep dwelling.
I'm gonna finish. Exactly. I'm gonna
Ash,
land my
one second.
point.
10 minutes.
Ash,
Obviously, Sal's got nothing
One
to say to
second.
him. He agrees with him. That's why he's letting him last 10 minutes.
Souls.
No,
Take the
but
mic
it's
out of
something
your
to
mouth, one
land so
second.
we can get past this topic, bro.
Yeah,
because
I just want to say, look,
Hansi Flick. What kind of bullshit point is this?
forget about Hansi Flick. Forget about Hansi Flick. We
I
don't want
can't
to keep
help
dwelling.
it that someone is brain dead.
Ash,
They can't
no,
pass
no,
on
no.
anything.
Brain dead in your
No.
opinion. The chat don't
The
agree.
reason I'm bringing other managers in comparison is to say
Ash,
because Souls wait, Sami, sorry. Because Souls is saying, how can Arteta coach these players? So I'm giving examples of other managers who have done it. Obviously, our manager can do it as well.
I want to follow up with this question. I want to follow up with this question. So now we have Arteta as our coach. We don't have Hansi Flick, and we have those players that are playing dog shit according to Souls. So how can we fix it moving on forward? like to the Leeds game? What can we see different? Can we?
You know how, Sami? We sell 30 players. And we buy.
You guys can't do that. You guys. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Guys,
no. That's not gonna work.
I'm trying to make it smooth to the next topic. So, I want to ask you. So, how can we fix? Okay. I want to ask you. Just chill out for a sec. So, how can we fix now the issues that we have right now with all the players in the attack not playing very well, and we actually want something that is sustainable and not just, you know, a flash in the pan where we see a massive 5 goals and then a huge dip in the next.
Let me answer your point. Let me answer your question.
Yeah, tactically and player selection. Yeah,
that's fine. So
and give me your lineup as well.
That's fine. T, good one. Thank you for that. It was a good joke, but really, I didn't say that we need to sign 30 new players. I criticized the manager just like you did.
Because
no. Let me land.
No, but Arteta cannot, guys. Arteta cannot do anything. How can Arteta?
No, hold on.
That's what you.
You're interrupting me, T. Hold on, let me land.
That's what you and the 2 guys that are delusional in the chat are saying.
No, it's not 2.
It's fine.
There's 10 in the chat. There's 10 in the chat.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hold on. So T just lied. Hold on. Let me land. T just lied. No. Sami, I'm gonna keep speaking and let me land.
Answer the question. Yeah.
T just lied because what these guys will do, and they do this every time, they will not think about what I said, and that I said clearly, and he's lying.
No, we thought about what you said. You didn't.
I said, I'm gonna prove why T lied now. T just lied because he said Arteta.
He didn't lie. You're the one who's lying.
I said Arteta has no blame. It's a lie because I said Arteta has a part.
Okay. So how can we fix it now?
Hold on. So I've just proved it to be a liar because I haven't said Arteta.
The players have not been crap all season.
I also said no. Let me land. No, you're just talking shit. Let me land.
What is this?
No, but generally, guys, how are Arteta fans?
Let me land. My only point was no. I'll tell you why I'm out. You're lying,
guys. How can Arteta fix our attack?
You know what it is?
And you're lying.
I don't care, bro.
You're lying. You're lying to try and sound good. Don't lie.
In this last hour, listen. In this last hour, we are speaking about. Okay, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't care about what you think. Just shut the fuck up.
No, swearing's fine.
Can you let him land?
I have the power. You don't have power. I have the power. I'll kick you out and I'll don't bring you back. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. We are talking about the most useless conversation for this last hour about who's to blame. Is it the players? Is it the coach? Is it both? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it is both. Shut the fuck up. It's just that simple. We're talking about a topic that literally nobody cares about, bro. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying, T. That's what I'm saying, T. We want to see how
we
can
even speak 1 minute about other things.
That's what
1 hour 34.
I want to see how
and we still have predictions, bro. This whole conversation was the most useless conversation I had on this whole podcast, bro. Literally the most.
That's what I'm saying. So
because everybody knows, everybody and their mother knows that Arteta is a defensive coach. If you don't blame him because for the reason why players don't score goals, that means that you are stupid, that you don't understand football. Go watch
golf. I agree with you.
Go watch Alcaraz play tennis. You know what I'm saying? Do not watch football. If you say that Arteta has no blame, then you are stupid. It's just that simple.
Said that, T.
It's just that
I
simple.
said that.
Not even no blame. He has most, if not all, the blame. Because guys, how can Arteta fix the attack, guys? It's
so this is my question. Now this is my question. So please.
Guys, I'm out. I got removed because somebody wants to be biased and give only his view and not listen to me. And Saad allowed it.
No, it's because you keep interrupting.
Saad only wants people that agree with him. Saad only wants people that agree with him. That's fine.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna leave.
Don't do that. So
I got removed.
Don't do that because when people try and speak,
I'm not gonna do that. I got removed.
Interrupt them.
You interrupt people. That's the only reason.
Interrupted me first and spoke over me and then removed me. That's fine.
That's not the truth at all.
Look, Souls.
And then he got emotional.
But you haven't answered my question. Souls, you haven't answered my question. You haven't answered my question.
but bro, I
Bro,
tried to
when you
answer
try and
this
speak
part of
over
the-
people.
One second, Sad. You
I
haven't answered my
bro,
question,
By the
Souls.
way, by the way,
I
says the
tried
guy
answering.
that screamed for the
tried
last
answering.
hour
I
and said
tried
that other
answering.
people got
That's
emotional. You
That's
know what I'm
fine,
saying?
that's fine, that's
This
fine.
guy is
Exactly.
crying about a guy
That's fine. That's
that
fine. That's fine.
nobody cares about at the end of the day.
That's
It's
fine,
fine.
that's
It's,
fine, that's fine, that's fine.
Souls. I
You
haven't
are the
answered.
same guy.
I'm gonna
listen,
land. I'm
I-
gonna land.
Answer my question, Souls.
Even if
No, but I
he's in
can't
the league,
answer it because he's interrupting me. That's why I can ask the question. I
Because
don't
that is
understand.
what you do.
And you keep
That's what
swearing
you
and
do.
saying,
That's
shut the
what-
fuck up, and
this,
shut the
you
fuck
see
up, and
this?
shut the fuck
You
up.
see what
All he
this
does is
says?
swear.
This
That's
doesn't say.
fine.
This doesn't
I
say.
don't
This
care.
is the
I don't
Fool's
care.
podcast.
I don't care. I
This is
don't
not the
care.
Fool's podcast,
I
bro.
don't care.
You
interrupted
are
me. I don't
talking
care.
the whole show.
That's fine. That's fine. And you got exposed.
the whole
That's fine.
show.
That's
Nobody
fine.
cares.
So,
At the end
so
of
I'm
the day,
gonna land. I'm gonna land.
No, you are
Okay,
letting
T.
me
The thing is,
You are
what-
letting
T,
me
T,
finish.
I want to see. I want to see. I want to see his logic. I want to see his logic on how to fix it.
enough
On
of
how
this
to fix it.
topic. Enough of this
Listen,
shit.
listen,
Enough of this
listen to
shit.
this
We're gonna-
comment. Listen to this comment, bro.
That's fine.
Listen
You're
to this
picking up the one
comment.
comment that agrees with him. That's what he does, bro. These guys are
But
agenda murderers.
there are super chats that agree with Souls, so it's fine. You can always have two sides of the coin. So
We're not
Souls,
putting
tell
it-
me how do we fix it?
we're not
How do we
putting
fix
it
it,
Bro,
Souls?
Listen.
This is
I'm
literally the
done with
most
the.
brain dead conversation
done with
I've
the
ever had in my
conversation
life.
now.
Literally,
I'm done with the
brain dead
conversation now.
conversation
T,
ever.
Sad, can you guys
a
please?
grown ass man crying about another grown ass
Guys,
man, bro.
That's fine.
Wallahi,
Guys,
bro.
Oh my
guys,
god!
Wow, bro.
Oh my
Stop.
god!
Everyone,
Grown
Oh my
ass
god!
man.
Oh
everyone
my
stop.
god! Oh
You're the
Everyone
one
stop.
getting
Grown-ass
emotional
man.
and swearing. You're the one
Everyone
getting
stop.
emotional and swearing, bro.
Bro,
Stop, stop,
you
stop.
don't
Mute
shut
yourself.
the fuck up. Hey, shut the fuck up again if you want.
Stop.
That's
Mute
fine.
yourself.
That's
Say it
fine,
again if
bro.
you want.
Bro, say
Yeah.
as much as you want. It's easy
Stop.
saying it over the camera. It's
What
easy
you
saying it
gonna
over
do? What you
camera.
gonna
It's
do,
easy
huh?
saying it over camera.
Okay.
Sue me,
It's
bro.
easy saying it over camera.
So
Shut the fuck
what
up
we're
again.
not gonna do? Hold on, T. Souls, relax. When, brother, what is going on, bro? What's going on?
Bro, you
And then so
cannot,
is
you
it
cannot
just-
kick me. I'll just add myself back. What you mean, bro?
Yes,
Guys,
relax,
guys,
relax.
Everyone stop. Everyone stop. Because
No,
bring
but,
Souls back.
listen, bro. This
Bring
is
Souls
1
back, bring Souls
hour,
back.
37 minutes, and we
Exactly,
have
exactly.
the
We're
same
moving on.
conversation
We're moving on.
for 85% of the show. It's jarring, bro. Wallahi, it's jarring. I've
Bring Souls
sat here
back. Bring Souls
quiet.
back, guys.
Wallahi, I've
He's
sat here
left, he's
quiet.
gone.
I played a game. I played a game because this guy was waffling the whole show. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm not gonna sit here listen to this guy the whole show, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Wallahi, bro, it's jarring, bro. This is not the show. This is not the Souls podcast at the end of the day. Wallahi, bro, what is this, man?
Look, I'm sorry. I have to
Steve.
say this. I've told this to Souls many times before. The show is entertaining when you are having different opinions and we're debating it. That actually is a nice thing. That's not a bad thing. What's not okay is you cut off people every time they try to make a point, and you think screaming over them is what's gonna help you win the debate. That's the reality. This is why he got interrupted back again. Not because I disagree with his opinion, but I disagree with a lot of people's opinions. So what? Like that's not the point. That actually is a good thing for a debate. We don't want to all come here and agree on every
by the
single
way,
thing.
this is Souls, and he said over the camera, bro. I'll say it in your face 50 times, bro. What you mean? What you mean? Do you
Wait,
think
hold
I'm
on.
scared of you, bro? What are we doing here? Are you threatening me now, bro? You won't say it in my face. You only say it on camera.
Take it a notch
Bro,
down.
this
Take it a
is
notch
bro,
down,
wallahi,
T,
this
guys.
This is not
T,
Souls,
Wallahi,
man.
Look at this guy, bro.
It
Wallahi,
is
this guy's
Souls.
an emotional wreck, bro. Like emotional wreck, bro.
Wait, is that Souls?
Literally, bro.
So
Wallahi.
by the way, this
This guy,
same,
camera this, camera that, bro. The biggest
This
bullshit
Souls,
I've
come
ever
back,
seen in my
man.
life, bro.
this same
Come back, bro.
person right here, I think this same person earlier said that Souls is cooking. So Souls was just giving himself big
Yeah,
up
that's
in the chat, by the way, like to hype himself in the chat.
that's the thing is Sad. We have different opinions and we could agree, we could disagree, but we gotta keep it always respectful.
But here's the thing. I want to let's just move topic because that got a bit mad. I don't know
What
what's
happened to
going
you, Ashraf?
on a bit.
What happened to me?
You were just like this.
What's going
Anyway,
on? You just go down like a turtle. What's going on?
Yeah, I was just no, I couldn't believe what Saad said, which is why I'm just going up to check. But
listen. I'll be completely real, guys. I need. Obviously, we're just gonna have to move on because that actually, to be honest, the way the conversation was going at the start, and it all went a bit pear-shaped towards the end. Leeds. Let's speak about the Leeds game because that's coming up.
That's what I'm trying to do for the past half an hour.
Chat to me about
one
Leeds.
and a half hours, to be honest.
Chat to me about Leeds, Mandem. Chat to me about Leeds.
So what do you think, Ash?
Oh, actually,
what can we fix?
hold
for
up.
T?
Before we do that, let me just go to the super chat. Mr. Pre-Daily one saying
Is
Souls.
this Souls as well? I think this is Souls
I have
too.
no idea if this is Souls. I don't know. Souls cooked all of you in a 1v4. Fair play to him.
He didn't. Honestly, he did. I think he got. He just didn't want to respond to our points. We responded to his points. That's the problem. He doesn't want to rebuttal our points. The reality is, what he's not understanding is it's not a one-game thing. If it's a one-game thing, we'd all be saying, okay, maybe the manager could have done this better, but also the problem is we've been complaining about this for more than a year, right? If we attack
but Ash, there's people that believe in the gaff so much, like Arteta, so that they will back up what Souls did, because Souls was kind of defending Arteta, and that's fine. That's fine. That's your prerogative, and that's.
Right? It's emotional attachment to a manager instead of actually
regardless, Ash. But if you look at it, a lot of people that start supporting Arsenal, let's say after the 2010s, they haven't really seen Arsenal play well until literally when Arteta started coming in and we started competing. I mean, barring the Leicester season, I mean, I think what we've seen from Arsenal from 2010s onward was really shit, right? And
that
Arteta
doesn't mean you can criticize
I understand. There's a glimmer of hope in these fans. They're saying, okay, the Arteta could be the guy, and they haven't really seen Graham. They haven't seen Arsene Wenger at his prime, and it's fine, to have those kind of opinions. I understand them. I don't agree with them.
By the way, I need Ash to respond to these two super chats because
which ones?
So this is the first one that cooked to you. To the moon and beyond said Arteta debunked Ash's delusional take on Martin Odegaard. He has freedom to roam freely, but chooses to hide.
Okay, so then by that logic, to do whatever your name is, sorry, bro, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I swear. Fine, I'll actually treat it to the moon and beyond. Okay, to the moon and beyond. If that's the case, why is he? If that's the case, why is he not dropping him? He had a shit game against Liverpool, shit game against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, shit game against Forest. Why didn't he start Eze? So if it's true that Odegaard has freedom and he's the one who wants him to go forward, but Odegaard just has tendencies to come back, why didn't you sub him off there? Why didn't you take him off put him on the bench and play Eze instead? You have a top quality attacking mid that you signed this summer. What was the logic? Which is why I'm saying I don't believe that he hasn't that he is against what Odegaard is doing, because you're telling me he's against it, but he didn't penalize him and tell him, hey, this is not okay, you need to attack more and just stay up front. That doesn't make any sense. If that's the case that he told him that, and Odegaard said, F off, I'm not going to listen to you, bruh, that means you've lost authority over your player, and I'm pretty sure Odegaard didn't do that. So if that's the truth, you should have benched him. So it still goes back on the manager regardless. It still goes back on the manager, especially when you have a quality attacking midfielder on the bench.
All right, let's just get to the let's just get to the predictions and wrap it up. Yeah, let's just get to the predictions. Have you got the predictions table?
Again, this guy's just going mad. So
just leave it. Just leave it.
Nobody removed you.
We're gonna address it show because I want to address it without the audience just having to look at it. And
no, we have to address it with the audience, so the audience also knows what's happening. The reality is, if we're having a debate show, it's okay for you to get passionate in your points. I am very passionate with my points. I yell a couple of times when I'm making my points. But when you continuously cut off people and yell over them while they're landing, that is why people do the same thing to you. You think that is the way for you to win a debate. Bro, like I know you personally, and we do this on a personal level, or like in person as well. Winning a debate does not mean you yelled over someone and that's why you won a debate. You've made your points, and that, by the way, you take 10 minutes to land a point, which is also not okay, because now people cannot even get a word in. So anyways, it has nothing to do with your points. Nobody gives a shit if you disagree or agree with us. There are points where you and I have disagreed with T on.
Yeah. Exactly. You weren't sitting here and freaking you didn't see T getting hella upset like when you were all ganging
when
up
we
on
disagreed
him,
with him. Exactly. Last
when
time you and I
he just gave you guys the points and then said,
100%.
right, I'm gonna argue this is what I think, this is what I think. He didn't sit there and freaking start going crazy and doing this and doing this and doing that. Do you know what I mean? But
But
anyway,
before we move on to the predictions,
I mean,
according to your title, we have
that's the difference between objectivity and emotional bias and being on your period. You know what I'm saying? AKA this guy in the chat right now. So yeah, there you go.
yeah, the Dowman signing and there are a couple of youngsters that signed, not only Dowman, also Ibrahim signed. So it's good to see that Arsenal are proactively. Yeah, I think his name is Ifi Ibrahim or something, man. I don't know. I don't know the guy, man. I don't.
By the way,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
fine.
before we go to the predictions, I don't know what's going on with Fabrizio Romano right now. Apparently, Inter are trying to get Curtis Jones on a loan deal with a buyout.
What the fuck?
Curtis Jones.
Apparently that's happening. Question. Big up to not trying to be famous. 9399 saying question for the panel: Who would you start? Who would you start striker and 10 versus Leeds?
Gyökeres and Havertz.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, are we on the same?
I would no, I wouldn't. I don't know.
Well, so
Who would you
what
start?
would you go for?
Against Leeds, I would start Eze and Havertz.
What?
The thing is, to be fair, Eze also has not been that impressive. So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I might start Havertz in the 10, maybe. Try something different. And then maybe... Honestly, between Jesus and Gyökeres, it's so hard to pick, man. So, like, I think both have
Top
been...
scorer,
Gyökeres.
If you have to go now, who are you picking?
I honestly don't know. Let me... Leeds. And Leeds will be flying, bro. I don't
They
know.
just came
Man.
off of a.
I probably say Jesus still.
They
don't know.
they just came off of a draw with Everton, I believe.
Yeah. You know what? No. I change it back. You know what? I'll play Eze and Havertz, as I said in the beginning. Maybe Eze will work against Leeds. Maybe now he'll get the confidence.
I disagree with that. I'm gonna go with the exact same as what you said, Sammy. I think it's Gyökeres and Havertz in the 10.
I would give it a go, you know. I wanna see it. Maybe it works, you know, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not on holiday, by the way, guys. It's just really hot in the room that I'm in. It's still pitch black. It's dark. Dark. It's cold. I want to talk about dark. It is dark outside, but it's cold outside, but it's hot in the room.
I wonder
So
why.
open the windows.
Huh?
So open.
No, because then I'll let frozen air get inside the room, and then it will be too cold. There is no hot. There's you fan yourself and you don't the freezing cold air come into. Bro, it's freaking. It's like 2 degrees out there, bro.
Bro,
What do you want me to do?
sounds like
biryani.
sounds like third world country problems, you know.
Yeah, we don't have air conditioners here, you bum. We don't live in a hot country. You live in a hot climate where you have air conditioners. Yeah, let me just put it on. You fraud. T,
Oh
what are you saying? What are you?
I mean,
to
be honest, I'm tired, guys. I'm genuinely tired, so I do not even have the mental capacity to speak about this whole tactical shit. I'm fine with anyone as long as it's not Odegaard. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple.
That's very simple.
Hey, you know what? That is the most
He's had it with Odegaard, bro.
That's the most T way to answer. Like, do you know what I mean? A question right there.
Yeah, because I don't want to fall asleep when I watch football. You know what I'm saying? So I have my reasons. You know.
Bro, the fact that he came on second half and he slowed the game down against Koora
mental.
I'm sorry, bro. What the hell are you doing?
You know what?
That's the kind of team I would actually try to do step overs against, honestly.
Yeah.
If I were Odegaard, I would try to do step overs against
Man, Madueke looked like prime Neymar, bro, without end product.
Bro, listen. I am happy that this happened, by the way. I'm genuinely happy that second half happened because a lot of people have seen what we have been trying to say for a while now about this specific player.
T, it was too obvious. It was too obvious, T, you know. And even Gyökeres said it, you know. It was too obvious, man.
Bro,
too obvious.
It's because I've seen multiple clips, like 3-4 clips about, like I said at the beginning of the show, Odegaard just dropping deep at CDM, bringing the ball a little bit sideways, and then passing the ball back to the CDM that's next to him. It's just mental that this guy just jogs on the pitch when he just came on the pitch. You know, for me, it's mental, bro. Because for me, I do not even want to cook Ødegaard, but because I actually liked Ødegaard in 2022, 2023, when he scored bangers outside the box. You know what I'm saying? But that Ødegaard just faded away, and we just have a very, very passive, on any type player with stepovers. You know what I'm saying?
Zero chance created.
Because
man.
yeah, it's just backwards, sideways, and for me, it's just. For me, he's done. If we could, I personally wouldn't sell him. But if we get the offer of 80 million from Bayern, for me, he's gone.
Hey, this is what I'm saying. And Polemicist mentioned in the comments, how come he plays quite good for Norway? How come for Norway I see him giving through balls and
taking
dribbling
risks
and taking risks and playing those kind of and playing in the attacking third, not dropping deep as much. So okay, so what in Norway, like does he not give a shit about his country? He's like, I don't give a crap if I play different. I don't think while I think he deserves to get blamed for how shit he's been playing, but this is where I'll go on the manager's instructions and system as well, man. Like, and before people go brain dead again and so you think the manager's telling them not to attack, the manager needs to change his messaging. It needs to change from don't lose the ball,
but also player development, Ash, not only tactically.
Attack. Bro, I remember watching that. Sorry, Sami, just one last thing. I remember watching the Amazon documentary. I think I said this last stream if I'm not wrong, but I'll repeat it again. Sorry. When Pep was talking about, like, when he was giving the example of Messi, you know why Messi's the greatest of all time? Because he smelled the goal and he go for the goal. And he was trying to yell at his players about why they're not getting into the box and why they're not committing and why they're not going and attacking the thing. And I'm talking about these things. He needs to start doing these things. Start emphasizing on the attack. Start training the team on the attack. Leave the defense. Khalas. You've perfected the defense. We're the best defense in the world now. Now all your training sessions should be only about the attacking side.
The super chat.
Yeah.
So my question here is topping what Ash is saying, and I agree with it. Is why Arteta is not finding these issues, addressing those gaps, let's say, and improving the players in terms of development. Forget about the tactics for a second there. The development of the attacking players has been still for Arsenal for quite some time now. And my question is why? Look, our Ødegaard is the best defensive attack in midfield, according to Ashraf there.
Yeah, it's mad, honestly. It's honestly mad. And before, again, obviously Wesley is saying this, but Wesley missed what I mentioned earlier. If people really believe that, Arteta, Ødegaard is doing this, even though Arteta is telling him to attack more, then why aren't you dropping him? So what, does he have your nudes or something? Like, why are you so scared to drop him then? Especially when you have players like Eze on the bench. When you had Waneri back then on the bench, Waneri was quite attack-minded. Waneri liked going forward. Waneri liked to score. Waneri liked to freaking attack and get the ball forward and run with it.
And that was the end for him at Arsenal.
Exactly. And I'll tell you this, and this is my theory before people go, you don't have any evidence, like Souls was doing. It's my theory, but it's my theory based on observation. The reason I think he prefers Ødegaard over Eze and over Waneri, because they don't do defensive work. They're lazy when it comes to tracking back and coming back and even pressing sometimes, whereas Ødegaard is elite at that, which is why he probably prefers Ødegaard over these two. We saw when Eze did not track back what's his name? Matty Cash in Villa when he scored. He dropped him at halftime, and then he stopped playing him for like 4 or 5 games in a row at that time, not even coming off the bench, because he made a defensive mistake, which means he clearly cares about the defensive side more. And I think at this point right now, Eze, when he did not track back Cash and Cash scored, he dropped him immediately at halftime, and he never played him for 4 or 5 games in a row after that. Like even like coming off the bench.
Listen. Let me just quickly do the super chat and then so the haircut fund. Big up. What?
Big up me.
Yo, bro, I've seen 6 comments today. Just insult Saad's hair, bro.
Yeah,
Saad, bro. Take the hint, bro.
I couldn't give a crap, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Take the hint, man.
Yeah. Listen, man. So I mean, I look good.
So it looks sad. You have enough super chats there to have a very good trim.
Yeah, but I look good though.
I
so I
agree.
don't-
I think that's what covered it now. Come on.
But listen, let's get straight to the predictions, yeah. So we can just run through them quickly.
Let's first go through what we did last time. This is gonna be an interesting one.
I don't even know. I forgot about the scores. I did not even look at the points.
You're 3 points behind, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Let me check. Yeah, so currently I extended my gap 1 point ahead of Souls. Sorry, 1 point extra on Souls, so 7 now. And T has closed the gap to 3 points. So it's actually he maintained the 3 points because he had already closed.
Maybe that's why he's emotional.
Oh shit! I didn't fill up Everton Leeds. What was the score?
1-1.
1-1.
1-1.
Right?
Mm.
Nobody got it. Everyone got zero.
Everybody's
No,
0
it was
points.
about to be 1-0, bro.
Made no difference.
You made no.
I thought it was gonna be 1-0 and then Everton scored, man. Fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Sad
we
you
all.
muted the chat.
Sad has.
I put
Has
1-0
the-
Leeds.
No, Sad has the weirdest comments. Like the most obvious. It was meant to be 1-0. I could easily say, oh, it was meant to be 2-1. T can say it was meant to be 2-1.
No. But it was legit.
I was meant
it
to
was
be.
Comment.
I was meant to be Jeff Bezos' cousin, but hey, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. What a stupidly, like, what an obvious, like, oh, it was meant to
It
be
is what it
1-0.
is.
I would have got
It's
3
the-
points.
I guess it was bad RNG or something. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them, bro.
Probably. Funny enough is this week, I think Sami did the best with 5 points. And T second with 4. So good job, Sami. Unfortunately, you're still at the bottom, but you've closed the gap with 2 points on Sad. And yeah, we go on to this week, I guess. Let me just 1 sec. I guess we'll start with Wolves Bournemouth.
Yalla. Wolves, Bournemouth. Who's going first?
I'll go first. Just 1 sec. I want to see what's the first game next week. It's Leeds, Liverpool. No, Leeds Forest. Sorry. 1 sec. Let me just put this up. Cool. Wolves, Bournemouth. I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, did Bournemouth win last time? Oh, they beat Liverpool.
No, they lost.
Shit. They beat Liverpool. What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you said Wolves. Sorry.
Adli, yeah. Adli
Bournemouth,
scored.
yeah. Bournemouth, yeah, they won.
I'll say. I think they win.
So that's the wrong. That's the wrong.
No. That's the results. Ash.
That's
I
the
don't know,
wrong-
I'm always
wrong
confused, bro. I'm
thing.
sleepy as well. Go ahead, Saad.
So I am gonna go with.
But by the way, Wolves they did lose Trent Larson, just so you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2-0. To be honest, sorry for Bournemouth. To be honest, they weren't even playing Strand Larson. He was on the bench, coming off on the bench.
1-0, Bournemouth.
we'll take this. Souls, you're in the comments, so you can either hop on to give predictions or just give it in the comments, or you can give it on WhatsApp later.
2-1 Bournemouth. Yeah.
Brighton, Everton, Sad.
Brighton, Everton. I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go 2-1 Everton.
Why are you laughing?
Because Armich made that weird sound, bro. That was funny.
Yeah, bro. You're that guy that laughs at his own jokes.
1-1.
Yeah, come on, man. If I don't laugh at it, who's gonna laugh?
Grealish is out. You know what? I'll go with 2-1 Brighton just to go against the what do you call it again?
Against the
Against the
grain.
grain.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go 3-1 Brighton.
Ash, show us your picture again.
Which one? Ah, yeah. Chelsea
2-1
West Ham.
Chelsea.
Sure,
But he's looking fresh. Why are you hating on a man in a suit, bro? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
I don't understand. I don't
There
understand.
we go.
Man's hating on me when I'm looking fresh. Go ahead. Tim.
Oh, this is going to be, unfortunately, Chelsea 3-1 because I do believe that they did find a rhythm under Rossinier for some reason. You know what I'm saying? It's actually crazy. And they lost Paqueta as well, guys. West Ham, you know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Record
I'll
signing for
say,
Brazil as well.
42 million, bro.
That is
Crazy.
mad.
Yeah.
don't know
I
anything
never
about
thought
that.
Brazilian teams can actually pay up that kind of
Afford
money.
that,
Wallah,
yeah.
bro. Where was this
Crazy.
money when Jesus was on the market? You know what I'm saying? Bro? Crazy.
Hey,
I'll go
it's still on the
4-1
market. Maybe they can take him off our back, man.
Bro, knowing our luck, they'll offer 2 million for him.
I'll
Saudi,
take
you there?
4-1. Crazy.
I'm gonna go for Chelsea versus West Ham. I'm gonna go 2-2.
This guy's such an idiot. T. Leeds Arsenal.
I remember that, Ash. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what it is?
That scoreline comes through. I'm gonna come to Dubai. I promise you, I'll fly to Dubai myself. I'm gonna give you a slap.
Bro, shut up. This is the same shit you said about the Spurs Brentford, and I still owe you a freaking cooking for that. But anyways, yeah.
This is a hard one to predict because these guys are not losing for weeks now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
are we the ones that's going to break the streak? You know what I'm saying? You know what? Fuck it. 2-1 Arsenal.
Damn, that was my score.
Yeah, hold that.
That was your score?
Right.
Okay, fine.
You're not gonna beat me anyway. You're probably gonna beat Souls rather than, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna get past him, so you're gonna need to focus on him, bro.
But by the way, they drew 1 and lost the last 3 games. T.
Wait, for real?
They drew They drew to Everton. They beat Fulham,
And they lost there.
and then they lost here, yeah. To Newcastle away.
Oh yeah.
And they drew to United, drew to Liverpool.
3-1 Arsenal for me.
Drew to Sunderland, and then beat Palace. Eesh.
Hey,
You said 3-1?
So
Yeah.
technically, I was true. They're not losing a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
wait, what did Sami? With this,
Sami said 3-1. I'm going with 1-1.
I was gonna go with 1-1, but I'm basing this. My prediction is being based off of him playing Kai Havertz at the 10, bro. If he does that,
But
I
he
think
might-
he's win this game. If he
But
doesn't,
he probably
if he
won't do it, though.
doesn't, if he doesn't, then I think it's gonna be a draw. But I'm hoping. That's why I've put that prediction, because I'm hoping and praying that he dates.
Okay,
I think he's gonna throw the kitchen sink on this game, man. That's it, man. Cannot drop points. You don't have.
Actually,
really
to be
sure,
honest,
man.
I'll be real. If he doesn't, I don't even think we score goals. I think it would be a 0-0, like a dead rubber. Not dead rubber, but just a dead game, a stalemate, 0-0.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna
This-
score.
this-
You know what? I'm
Oh,
gonna go crazy and lose my mind and act like an insane person and assume that
Winner?
he is gonna go all out attacking this game. So I'm gonna say we'll win. So fair enough. I'll change it to 0-2. But if we don't win this game,
I think we lost the league, man.
us. Then no, we don't lose the league. We didn't lose the league for sure. Then if we didn't win this game, but because Spurs might beat City, right? But I'm saying if we don't win this game, I don't think I'll predict a win again for us unless it's like a very shit team.
Yeah,
A very shit team.
There's no shit teams in
There are. Wolves is
League.
a shit team, to be honest. Burnley is a shit team. Yeah, Saad, go ahead. Liverpool, Newcastle.
Newcastle at Anfield.
Oh no, wait, sorry. It's me. Liverpool, Newcastle at Anfield. Yeah, I'll go with a 2-0 Liverpool win.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool. Actually, can I go 3-1?
Yeah, you can, because Sami didn't give his prediction.
You know,
If you were fast, Sami, he couldn't change it. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's fine. You know, I always predict Newcastle win, so I'm gonna back Magpies here, man. I'm gonna say 2-2. I think they can make a point from Anfield.
You said you always back a win.
Yeah, it's Anfield, bro. So I think they can make a point.
You know what it is, guys. The bald head is shining once again. You know what I'm saying? They absolutely demolished Karabakh, and now it's time to beat
Garbage.
Newcastle, and it's going to be 3-1. Hey, respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect the Azerbaijani teams. You know what I'm saying, bro? So my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, what happened to Galatasaray? What did they do?
They lost against Manchester City in the Etihad. What am I supposed to say?
Brahim
Oh my
Diaz. It's
God,
going to say Brahim Diaz now.
We lost. You know what I'm saying? This guy. You know what's funny? You know who we got, by the way, just in between? We got fucking Juve, bro. And the last time we played a knockout game against them, we actually beat them. So you never know.
Maybe.
And back
Maybe,
then they had
maybe.
Bonucci, Barzagli, they had Tevez. Oh, them man, bro. Don't forget, bro.
Maybe your inside man is gonna be Yildiz.
Why
Maybe.
for that?
He's a Gala fan. He is a Gala fan, so maybe.
So he's the glory hunter.
No, he's proper heritage. That's what he is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm watching the Lens and Havre game, and they just had a chance where two players together went for a double kick together at the same time, like the Captain Magic shit, and they both missed. They both missed overhead kick, but luckily a player went behind them and tapped it in. It was so funny. Both of them went for a double head kick, and they both fell together on the floor without touching the ball, or barely touching the ball. It's mad. Anyway, sorry.
I'm
Go ahead.
gonna go 3-1 to Man United.
2-1 United.
Sami.
2-1.
T.
Man United 2-0. Carrick is cooking. So, yeah.
I'll say. Yeah, I'll say 3-1 as well.
Ooh.
I just Fulham are so shit. I don't trust them. Forest Crystal Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Respect.
By the way,
Some
Sami,
shit form.
no
Yeah.
Mateta.
Yeah, but anyways,
and
they're
a
shit.
demotivated
Never
Glass-
Mateta.
And a
Oh, by the
demotivated-
way, on top of that,
I think it's gonna be 2-1
the Inter
Forest.
result.
I'll just
obviously,
start mine. I'll say 3-0.
You know how I said Inter were gonna go for Connor what's his name?
Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones. Nottingham Forest
Jones.
are also going for Fratesi to bring him in.
Nice.
So I don't know what's going on. It's nuts. out here.
Ugh. That's actually
Yeah, it's mad.
disgusting.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this. Nottingham Forest all of a sudden. And
La-
also,
last time I heard Fratesi was Mo cussing him at the watch along.
Yeah.
Where's Fratesi playing? You know what I'm saying, bro?
bro.
She knew.
Oh wait, I mean, is it me or is it Sami? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
2-1.
it's you,
It's, 2-1 Forest.
Can I go 2-0 Forest?
I mean, sure. I don't know why you're asking.
Polite, man. I'm trying to be polite.
2-1 Forest.
Bro, the goal that they scored, which was the two guys who did the overhead kick, it's gonna be ruled off because one of the guys who did the overhead kick also touched it with his hand.
No way.
What the fuck are you watching, bro?
It's the worst opening
Are you
thing I've seen
are
in
you
my
watching
life, bro.
are you watching the Chunks charity match? You know what I'm saying, bro? Are you watching that game,
No,
bro?
no, I was actually watching 10 minutes of that. One guy came off. I don't know who the hell is, some Asian-looking blondie who played on the
Yeah.
left.
Good. He was good.
Guys,
Oh
look at this.
my god, the
this,
guy is
uh,
a baller. Wow.
Your green screen
he
is
could
covering
play
it.
for the Korean national team, bro. I think, or
Yeah,
Japanese.
yeah.
I don't know where he's from.
Absolute
He was
baller,
really
man.
good. And it was nice to see Thierry Henry with Wenger on the sidelines again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So good to see them.
Yeah, it's true.
Even though they
Hazard was like having fun as well. Marcelo. What is that?
Marcelo's
Arnie Slot and
look at this
Curtis.
guy.
Curtis Jones.
Look at this. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah,
look at
yeah,
this.
yeah. Indicalia. Okay, what does he say? What did he say? Read. Let us read. Let us read.
This
What did he
absolute
say?
virgin. Let me tell you what he said. Yeah.
Probably a cringy ass tweet.
Breaking now. Arnie Slot and Curtis Jones in shocking dressing room bust up last week, according to club sources. Huge drama at Liverpool or at Anfield. Bro, what was the need for this stuff? What is the need for this stuff, bro? And people want to tell me this guy's legit.
Views, man. Views and clips, man.
I don't know how. I don't know why David Ornstein gave him that fame, bro.
He's a scumbag. I don't know why David Ornstein did that, bro.
How dare you? Because this guy was also there when Isak was throwing a fit at the backyard of the Newcastle owner. You know what I'm saying? This guy is everywhere, apparently, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Brother,
I remember he tweeted when Eze found out that he's joining Arsenal, he tweeted Eze was so ecstatic. He was in his car and he screamed, "Yes!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, bro! What?
Bro.
Why would anyone believe him?"
Yeah,
What is
Bro, I mean,
the
according to this guy,
the funniest thing to me is when he said the Saudi owner invited Isak to his backyard. He walked with him to the end of his porch, you know what I'm saying? And he gave him the new contract. Isak reacted shocked. And then he refused the offer. Bro, what are you telling us? A light novel or an actual transfer news, bro? Wallah. It sounds like a scene of a movie, bro. Wallah, bro.
Yeah,
I'll be
exactly.
completely real with you guys.
Drama.
I lost this guy when he said that he was watching Isak walking his dog, bro. At this point, it's become stalking, bro. This is illegal, bro. This is illegal. In certain countries, you can get arrested for that. You know that restraining order. I said I'm watching him walk his dog, looking upset because Newcastle won't let him leave.
What did he say?
So it's like more. It's like more.
It's like he said. That's literally
but I think it's more like a paparazzi vibe, you know, like that kind of, you know, content that I would say.
He said he was walking his dog. He kicked a rock. His dog shitted on the grass, but he didn't bring his bags, so he couldn't clean it up. So he was sad, and he walked, you know what I'm saying, to his house. Bro, trust me.
That's why he decided to leave Newcastle, because he
was
ultimately
because he was ashamed that his dog shit on the grass, so he left Newcastle. You know what I'm saying?
That is insane.
Anyway,
He's like, I don't deserve to go to
you
London.
know?
Send me to Liverpool. Oh my
Villa
god.
versus Brentford. What are we saying about this one?
2-1 Villa.
1-1, I'll say. You said 2-1 Villa. T.
I think 3-1 Villa. I think they're gonna have a good attacking game today, or this game.
I don't know who asked earlier. One of you guys asked earlier to check like who takes the most shots from outside the box or something like that. Or who scores the
that was
most.
me, because somebody polemist or whatever his name is said because you said you showed the graph which showed that Man City and Aston Villa are top for breaking down low blocks, but then he said that Aston Villa scoring like a large amount of goals from outside the box. They do a lot of long.
It is, and that is correct. Yeah. So basically, Aston Villa this season have had 13 goals from outside the box. That's the highest.
Who's the next team?
Next is Bournemouth with 11, out of which Semenya alone had 4. Bournemouth second with 11, United third with 8, then Fulham with 7, and then Arsenal and City with 6 each. Which 6 did we score outside the box? So there was a Trossard one against Sunderland. There was Trossard and Jesus. Trossard and Jesus against Villa.
Declan Rice against Bournemouth.
But that was inside the box, no? Or maybe one of them was
No,
outside.
no, the first one was outside, bro. The
Okay,
first one
fine,
was not
fine.
inside.
Fine. So then there was another one, I guess. Oh, Zubamendi against Forest, the volley.
Oh yeah, the volley, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, which one was Trossard? Which one did you say was Trossard? Which one?
Against Villa, when Timber played him the ball and he took it first time.
Was it
Yeah.
not top left?
No,
Yes.
bottom left of the
Which
keeper.
one was top left? Which one's top left?
That was top. It wasn't
That's
bottom.
Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Yeah.
That's
When we drew 2-2. Yeah.
Um.
6. Yeah. There you go.
So on the Aston Villa, I'm gonna go 1-1.
He's gonna go 1-1. That's my score. Cool. Spurs City. Man, I actually think City Spurs might bend over.
Can we do Burnley Sunderland and get that out of the way first before we do this?
Yeah. Fine.
That's
Fine.
a
Sunderland
juicy
Burnley.
game,
I
man.
think it's. I don't think it is. I think it's 3-0 Sunderland.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Sunderland.
2-1 Sunderland.
Fucking stats. You know what? Fuck it. I'll go 2-1 Sunderland.
Cool. Now the juicy one. I feel Spurs will bend over, man. I feel Spurs will bend over. So because they'll bend over, I think.
Will they bend over or will they get bent over?
I think it'll be a combination of both. But I think if they played at their best, they'll win. They'll win or at least get a draw. They might even win. But I think
They're
they will bend
horrible.
over, so
Yeah, but bro,
I'll say 2-0 City.
I don't know, man. I just have a feeling, bro.
The thing is, they're just so shit at home this season, bro. Normally, I trust them when it comes to playing City at the Spurs grounds. But this season, they're just horrible at home for some reason.
Yeah.
If I'm looking, just thinking about it while Ash is quickly putting the scores in, bro. Can these guys score? Can they stink it out and get a 1-0 or a 1-1? Yes.
They can, of course they can.
Will they is the important question.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
I don't either.
I think Liverpool will beat City the week after, but I don't think.
That's the kind of wavelength that I'm on.
2-1
bro.
City for me. Okay.
I think that Liverpool are gonna get something out of this. I don't think Spurs is the one this season. I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 3-2 because I think it's gonna be one of those weird games where there's loads of goals. I'm gonna go 3-2 City. I don't know why. I just have those feeling that it's gonna be like a very high scoring game.
2-1 City.
Damn, we're all predicting City wins.
Bro, am I going with my heart or am I going with my brain?
What does your brain say?
My brain. You know what it is? My brain also says that Spurs are going to do something against City because City, every team has their bogey team, and Spurs are just their bogey team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they've beaten them earlier this season. I don't think they will do it twice.
Yeah. So
they can beat them twice. So it's happened before.
Yeah, it's happened before. You know what? 2-2. Desmond.
Come on, T. Inshallah.
Inshallah, T's score is correct, bro. I will happily.
In fact, no. I wish T's score is wrong. I wish Spurs slap the living hell out of them. Give them another 3-4-0. Just make Pep scratch his head and question what is wrong. What is wrong, guys? Guys, what is wrong? Where is Kevin De Bruyne?
The reality is, I don't want Spurs to win, so they can hold that.
Are you stupid?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Are you wait?
And by the way,
okay, so I get it. Saad is one of those fans that
I don't care.
that hates his opponents more than he loves his club. Oh, which is fine, I guess. It is what it is. I think it's stupid, but
If it happens,
by
if it
the
happens,
way-
then it happens. But
By the way, off topic, but big up Pep, man. You know,
Yeah, for
if you know, you know. Big up Pep, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually. I think I know the topic you
Oh.
guys are talking about, but I don't know if there's something new that's happened.
Well,
No,
he got out and
it's-
wore
yeah.
with Kufia.
Yeah, bro. Big up Pep. Bro. Let's just say that he's on the right side of history. You know what I'm saying?
Big up Pep Guardiola, bro.
Yeah, big
Inshallah,
up
you don't win the. Inshallah, you don't win the Premier League or Champions League or anything. But you know what? Go ahead and take the Carabao Cup. It's fine. It's fine.
Wallah, you're too funny,
Go ahead.
bro. What did he
Go
say?
Not even, bro. I'm not letting go any trophy, man.
Nah. After that, bro, big up Pep, man. Big up Pep, Allah. Go win some Carabao Cup. It's fine, no problem. Add it to your trophy cabinet. We'll win the other three.
All right, man.
Sure.
Yeah, man. I wish.
Listen, big up to Pep Guardiola, man. Big up to Pep Guardiola.
How
So
good?
I've just
The greatest, the
Right.
greatest manager of all time. Not
I
just
knew that
because of
he
this.
was-
I've
no,
always
no,
said
but
that.
we can no, but the reality is we can say it on here, bro. It's not, do you know what I mean? Big up to Pep for supporting Gaza.
Supporting
Free-
Palestine,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Free
Free
Palestine
Palestine.
every time.
Yeah,
bro.
why were we censoring it? I don't understand.
No,
I just said he wore the Kufia. I mean,
realized.
I wasn't censoring it. I was just saying big up Pep to be like this cool guy that just bigs him up and leaves it at that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows what I'm talking about. That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought, at least. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Big up Pep Guardiola. Big
Yeah,
up
big
Free
up to him, bro.
Palestine. Free Palestine from all
Also,
the
big up,
criminals.
big up to Frankie De Jong because he also went on the comments and also done the clapping emojis for.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Big,
so Frankie
Oh,
De
big
Jong-
big up Frankie De Jong. Someone earlier in the comments tried to
Yeah,
put
yeah.
me.
They slandered Frankie.
Yeah.
remember?
Where? I'm bringing it up. Where is it? You think I'll let it go? Where is it?
I don't think you
Wallahi,
can
I'll
find it.
it
It's
today.
like at the halfway mark.
No,
of the
no,
screen,
no.
bro.
Oh
We'll
wait,
get
you
it,
don't
we'll
have
get
to,
it.
brother. Relax,
Oh,
relax.
we can search.
Relax.
Yeah, I forgot.
No. You don't have to stream, bro. Listen, I've got it already. I already had it because I was gonna tell you about it. Don't worry,
There
I
you
already had it. I
There you
already had
go.
it.
What are you saying now? What are you saying now? You no, sorry, man. I'm not criticizing you. But what are you saying now, huh? Big up Frankie De Jong.
Great, bro.
Big up Frankie De Jong. World-class midfielder. Again, I'm not even saying it because of this. He is actually, in my opinion, a world-class midfielder. But wait, I want to read this comment. What do you say? I used to think Ashraf was credible until a stream 2 months ago. He was glazing Frankie De Jong. Ding dong. What a stupid thing. As a great passer, this guy waffles a lot. He needs to get regulated. You don't think Frankie De Jong is a great passer? Bro, you
Yeah,
actually don't
he's a
watch football.
baller.
I realize. I think you're a prem-tard. That's what they call it, right? Prem-tard? I think you're a prem-tard. I think you're someone who only watches the Premier League. You know nothing about football outside
Brentford
England.
is actually insane.
Which is it is what it is. It's fine. I don't blame you. Not everyone
Anyway,
has the time to watch.
Listen, big up to everybody who has smashed the like button. Big up to everybody who has hit the like. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Links are in the description for all of the boys. I have put it in there so you can see it as soon as you go down into the description. You'll see all of their channels. Make sure to go over there and subscribe as well. We'll see you tomorrow for the watch along. It will be me and Ash. I don't know if T is going to join, but we'll see if he can. If he can't,
Maybe.
it is where it is. But me and Ash are definitely going to be there, so make sure to be there for thingy. But you can choose between our channel or Sami's because Sami also goes live for the watch along. So make sure to go over there and support him as well. Do you know what I mean? Just
It's at 3. Oh, I forgot.
3 p.m. kickoff, bro. 3 p.m. kickoff. It's
Yeah,
mine.
man.
Oh, bro, thank God I got my barber's appointment at 1. Normally
Listen,
I
Bro,
have-
you would have canceled your barber's appointment. Stop it, T.
No, bro, I need a trim, bro. I go every week, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you don't need a trim over watching Arsenal, right? Come on.
I would just watch it while getting, you know what I'm saying? While getting the trim.
I'm glad we're playing before City, to be honest. It's just a little less pressure.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
By the way, Ashraf the Dad is saying Son ain't here no more to miss 1v1's championship charges on for Spurs if they lose.
Yeah, now we have Colomwani missing 1v1. So you know what I'm saying?
And yeah,
It is what it is.
Mind games. Anyway, peace out, people. We out of here. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Peace.